Oh, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Today we're going to be carrying on our trophy farming at Final Fantasy XVI. That should be live on Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. What a twa. Oh, sorry. X. What's up? Hey, Science, how are you doing today? I'm all good. I'm all good. Just busy as always. The busyness never stops. The volume off of the game a bit. Alright. Loading up the hunt list. Okay, there we go. You're good, thank you. Looking forward for the stream. Yeah. I mean, basically these days I stream when I've done everything else. So I've finished the game in news, I've finished different updates for the website, for Mithrie.com, and so on. Like, when I have everything is off my mind, then I can just chill and play games. So streaming is like my lowest priority. So, but I'm done for the day. So I can just play 16. And then the plan is, after I platinum this game, to play Resident Evil 4 Remake, finally. And then after that, Miles Morales, hopefully, before Spider-Man 2 comes out.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Okay, so let's see what hunts we have to do now. The hunt board. Yeah, I've got like loads of hunts. Okay, so let me do them. A hill to die on. Okay, I need to go to the desert. Defeat a big turtle. Yeah. Okay, let's go. But I'm having a lot of fun these days with what I do. It's really nice seeing everything grow the way it's been growing lately. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate you. So, like, people are engaging more and more and more. Things are growing more rapidly. I hit 1 million views on my, what's it called? My Game and News YouTube channel, which means I now have more than one YouTube channel that has more than 1 million views, which is great. So you like your Miles Morales haircut? Some people want it changed. It makes no difference to me whatsoever, sort of thing. Because I think people were talking about all of them. Like some people were saying, like, they don't even recognize Mary Jane because of her hairstyle. And I was sort of like, does it matter? It doesn't matter at all. Like, whatsoever. So, and I stand by that. You know, I say, yeah. To me, personally, I don't care. It's about his hairstyle. It's like, it's not for me to judge anybody about anything. But at the same time, I don't want anyone judging me either. Even if they are fictional graphic cartoon characters, you know, it makes no difference. It's a principle, isn't it? But yeah, I'm very happy that I have 1 million views on the news channel. I've been working really hard on it. But then I saw an update from YouTube yesterday. They were saying that at the end of the month, they're going to make it that shorts, the links in shorts can no longer be clicked. But instead, they will integrate the... oh, here it is. They will integrate, like, linking to other videos directly into the short itself. And that's good. I think that's a great change from YouTube. But the problem is that I've got like 1,200 shorts on my news channel. It means I'll have to go through 1,200 videos to update the links. It's gonna take a while. And that time. Are you in the YouTube? Yeah, I am. I'm on plenty of multiple channels. Because my main channel, like, I started it back in 2013. I'm an old YouTuber. Like, so I've been doing YouTube for like a decade. In fact, in 2 days, exactly, it would be exactly a decade I've been a YouTuber. 2 days until the anniversary, let's say. Like I said, I'm been doing YouTube for a long time. So, in order to get the Platinum Trophy for this game, I just have to finish the game on New Game Plus, and I have to level up enough to buy every single ability. Then I get the Platinum. I like to get Platinum Trophies because then I will feel like I've done everything that the game has to offer, basically. That's the goal, anyway. So I've got the... because that way I feel I've got the most of my money. You thinking of doing a 10-year anniversary reward or break? Not really, no. I try not to, like, other than mentioning it, I try not to get all up about certain numbers. I think it's good for my mental health to not. Because I don't want the opposite to happen. I don't want to feel like, you know, oh, things are not going the way I would like them to, or as quickly as I would like them to, and I'm gonna, yeah, I don't want it to affect my mood. So, but at the same time, I don't celebrate successes, just like I don't highlight failures either. Every day is just the same for me. Just another day. Probably should use my abilities. What do you think? But yeah, it's kind of hard to believe though that it's already been 10 years since I've been a YouTuber, you know what I mean? Crazy that amount of time has passed by already. But then again, these days when I'm talking about games, I'm talking about games which came out like more than 20 years ago, as I remember. It's like we were talking today about Armored Core 6. Most likely, I won't even play Armored Core 6. I don't really have any interest in it. But a game I played which is similar to Armored Core is Zone of the Enders, which came out more than 20 years ago on the PlayStation 2. So, I'm streaming on TikTok, on Twitch, and on Twitter, or X. That's all I can do without violating my Twitch agreement. Like if there wasn't restrictions on Twitch, I'll be streaming on YouTube, Kick, on every platform at the same time. Because I have multi-streaming available to me. But because of Twitch, I can only stream on platforms which are not competitors to Twitch, which basically is Twitter and TikTok. I can stream on Instagram as well, but streaming on Instagram is, I've tried it, it's a pain in the ass. Not worth it. And it's very, 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 very restrictive. But to be honest, if I could make my own streaming platform, I would. Which one do you get the most views on? It depends. It depends what I'm doing, what I'm playing, and the day. Like, I don't do this with the views. Like I said, streaming is my lowest priority. I don't care about streaming. I never have. I know that for some people streaming is like the whole livelihood and so on, but it isn't for me. Like for me, it's just I'm a YouTuber who streams, not the other way around. Like if you ask me what's my bread and butter, it'd be YouTube. My bread and butter. Ow. Because I personally think that streaming is a trap, because in order to maintain your stream, realistically you have to stream like 10 hours a day, every single day. I am way too busy for that. With the gaming news and everything else I've got going on, like I said, streaming is just like a thing of I'll play games for a couple of hours, maybe once, like 2 or 3 times a week at the most, and that's it. That's why I won't even start games like Baldur's Gate 3, because it looks like a fun game, but it's a case of I don't have the time for a game that size. I just don't. Side of the fields of thing in Dalamakia. Okay. Just doing the hunts. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you.
It should have stayed in its shell.
I'm focused very much on what makes me the happiest and most relaxed, basically. I think if you can make 18-hour, it would be sustainable to focus on as a job. Yeah. But it's just a case of like I have bigger ambitions than streaming, basically. Like it's not for me. I like I said, I see streaming as an absolute last resort waste of time. I think I have to go here. Yeah, I have to go there. Okay. See, that'll be fun. Yeah. Because it's actually something I tweeted out, I think, yesterday. I basically said, like, to stand out as a gaming creator, you have to work 500% harder than everyone else. If you want to stand out. If you want to just blend in and be like everyone else, then just play games all day. And continue being broke, you know what I mean? But I'm not, I don't want that, I want more.
Anything I can interest you in?
Because I have said before that playing games all day and streaming all day, like, you can make a lot of money from it if you have something, like you have amazing skills, or you have a really witty and friendly personality, or you're playing the most popular game and you happen to be the best at that game, or whatever. You have to have something else. It's not enough to just, like I said, if you just play games just like everyone else, you will never stand out and no one will even notice you. And it will take years and years and years and years for your screen to grow. Years. And that's if you dedicate 10 hours a day. So I don't even try. It's a case of I'm instead trying to do the gaming news, for example. I'm trying to do my own thing. Because I know, for example, that I've got very, very little competition when it comes to the gaming news. But the competition I do have, they're the flipping big broadcasters. So who are they? IGN, GameSpot, Video Game Chronicle. I'm never ever going to compete with the big guys or big boys in gaming news either. So it doesn't matter what I choose to do in this like space. It's been done. Basically, there's no original idea. So I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I have and the time I have. But the main thing as well, because I was actually, funny enough, talking to my dad about it, that I could make a hell of a lot more money if, for example, I was just doing development, because I used to be a coder for a living. That's what I did for 10 years. But my life right now is so much more fun and so much more satisfying. So, like, that's why I just do what I do. So I don't make anywhere near as much money as I could make as a developer. especially given that we're in the age of AI. Like, you can do development so much faster now. But it's a case of, like I said, I love what I do. I love my routine. I love reading about the gaming news, making the videos every day, and so on. That's why I've been able to do it for so long. I've done the gaming news now every day for like 2.5 years, something like that. Every single day. I've not missed a day in 2.5 years. So, and there has been times as well when I've been really sick. You know, I'm human. Like, but I was still able to record anyway because my videos are very short. So, well, okay. I want to make sure always that I'm doing things which I actually enjoy, and I enjoy my time. And thankfully, I don't have any responsibilities either. So, like, I don't have like kids to feed or anything like that, because I know that can limit a lot of people's choices if they have like responsibilities and stuff. But I don't have any, so my responsibility is myself. Like, I've actually been single for 11 years, I think. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. I like my own company. So, be careful with these bugs because they can, when they hit, they really hurt. That's not me. They're like lightning fast. And we definitely live in a day and age at the moment where there's simply too many amazing games to play. Which I've always said is first world problems. It's like, oh no, for us, we have too many games to play. Boo-hoo, wah, wah, wah. So there are plenty of games I've had to skip, literally and only because of lack of time. Not for any other reason. So like I said, like Baldur's Gate 3 is all the rage right now, but I'm not going to even touch it because I don't have the time dedicated for it. I think a lot of people are playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. So,
Peace at last.
okay, let's see. Next one. I think that's actually close by. Okay, right there.
Ready, go?
Ew. And then something I've been doing which is completely different to gaming and everything else I do is I started a horror story channel, or what they call a creepypasta channel, where basically every day I release a creepy story. It's all made in AI, like, you know, I don't write the stories or anything like that, I don't voice them, it's all AI, but it's just fascinating to me to do that. And I like, you know, I like the stories that is producing for me every day. So, a very interesting channel. I started that a couple of weeks ago as well. And that's going, like, okay as well, I would say. Like, you'd be surprised the interest in horror videos. I didn't even know it was a thing. But apparently it's actually a big part of, like, a big section on YouTube is making horror stories. I was like, cool. Fair enough. So, and I have been fascinated these days as well by just AI generally. Like, I've been using ChatGPT a lot, but more than that, I've been using Google Bard a lot. Google Bard is basically Google's version of AI, but the difference with Google Bard is that it has access to all the live information from Google. So if you use it properly, like, I do genuinely think that Google Bard has got more potential than even ChatGPT does. But I'll just, you know, I'll use them both. And then I've been using Midjourney to create really amazing images as well. I've been using 11 labs to make amazing voices. So, like I said, and if this is what AI is like now, who knows what AI is going to be like 5-10 years from now.
Playtime for the pack, is
That's
it?
it. That's the thing.
Let me introduce you to mine.
Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun doing the lifestyle I have. So yeah, so like I said, so that's the plan for right now. Is I want to finish the platinum for this game, then I want to see if I can platinum Resident Evil 4 Remake. I haven't played it before, but I did platinum Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil 7, and Village. I platinumed those 4 Resident Evil games, so 4 Remake would be the next logical one to do. And then I also want to try and platinum Miles Morales before Spider-Man 2 comes out. The Spider-Man 2 I'm definitely interested in. I did platinum the first Spider-Man. Spider-Man remastered on PlayStation 5. In order to platinum this game, like I said, I just have to finish on New Game Plus, and because I've basically done every other trophy, so hopefully it won't take me too much longer to finish this. And I've been working out as well. Been doing a lot of exercise. I just feel good about everything. Also debt-free. So basically anything that can be a way of draining my energy, I'm tackling. Like one at a time. And I do, I stand up for myself as well, if anyone tries to put me down. Like, believe it or not, people do try and put me down all the time. Which I'm sure is just a problem everyone has, isn't it? It's like, it's down to how you handle it, how you respond to it. Do you respond to it? And what's nice as well with this style of, let's say, streaming, is I'm just here to get the platinum for this game. I'm not here to make money, I'm not here to reach sub-targets or to pay my bills or anything like that. None of that is even on my mind. So if people tip, great. If people don't tip, great. Like, it won't stop me playing the game for the whole stream. Like, because in the past, like when I did rely on streaming for my income, it used to be pressure. Like, I used to, like, I almost used to resent my viewers. It was like, oh, like, you know, I can't make ends meet if I rely on you guys. Sorry. But I thought that was very negative, basically. It was draining for me. It's not fair to ask it of anyone to, because I said no one has any obligation to support me financially with anything. And the way I look at it as well, I said it's like, the way I see streaming, it's like being a homeless person on the street with a cup and saying, please tip me. But then some people become rich with their cup. when it comes to streaming, and I said that I don't want that in my future. No thanks. Like it's not for me, because I've interacted with homeless people directly. I've given money to homeless people, I've supported them, and so on. Like I don't want to ever compare myself to a homeless person. They are actually suffering pain. Me sitting at home playing games all day is not pain. It's the easiest job in the world. It's mindless, it's easy, it requires no effort, and that's why you'll see a lot of arguments of people saying, why don't you get a real job and stuff like that. Now, working for yourself is a real job. Being self-employed is a real job. So, but I said, if you want to actually succeed as a gaming creator, you need to, like I said, work 500%. So, like I said, so what are you doing to stand out in the field? If you want to actually get noticed, I would challenge any gaming creator. What are you doing extra? Because playing games and playing games all day is the easiest, mindless, like, no effort job in the world. There's no talent to it, there's no skill to it, there's nothing in it at all. It's the stupidest waste of time ever. So, but some people win because, you know, they're friendly and, you know, or they have amazing skills or whatever. Or, what a lot of big streamers would attest to, they would say that they were just lucky. So, and the same thing for me is that I can't base my future on luck. You know, I think I'm the wrong way. Right.
Take a while.
Take a left. Like I said, I don't want what I do to be based on luck. I don't want it to be based on people being generous and giving me their money that they worked hard for. No thanks. Keep your money. I don't want it. Like, if we just talk about games, sure, that's what I want. And that's why I share the gaming news, because when it comes to the gaming news, one of the motivations I have every day for making the gaming news is basically I picture myself being miserable, commuting to work and so on. And basically, even with that, with the like commuting and working and blah blah blah, you know, I was still a gamer at the end of the day, and I still wanted to be up to date with all the gaming news. So I keep the gaming news short and brief every single day because I want to make sure that people can absorb all the gaming news that they want every single day without like any restriction. I do it. So I basically do it for the person who commutes to work and is miserable, basically, and is still a gamer. Because the sad thing as well is that in some, not all the places, but some of the places I worked in the past, I almost had to hide the fact that I was a gamer, like it's some hidden dirty secret. And I find that so weird, because like the gaming industry is bigger than the movie industry and music industry combined. Being a gamer is a privilege, you know what I mean? It's a big deal. So like when I see these like say voice actors in games and so on, to me they're the real celebrities. Like rather than, you know, the typical Hollywood actors. There we go. But it's down to obviously personal taste, I guess. But I would say just don't ever let anyone else make you feel bad for your habits. So, and of course, in this space, the unfortunate side of content creation is that there's obviously a lot of competition, and some people can't compete with you because you're too hardworking, you're too mature, you're too clever, you're too whatever. So instead, what people will try and do to combat you, if they've got nothing to say, they'll just make stuff up, or they'll try and start drama. So, and that's why I've implemented a instant permanent ban policy. So the second anyone brings any negativity my way, it could be a burp, if I don't like it, permanent ban, no appeal. And I just move on with my life, you know what I mean? I don't have time, I'm busy. Like, I'm trying to accomplish what I want to accomplish. I don't have to satisfy everyone. I don't have to satisfy anyone. All that the other people have to satisfy is myself. So, and that's not limited to content creators. That's also includes like some developers. Sorry to say, like some publishers I've dealt with in the past have been so rude and been so awful to me. I was sort of like, cool. Well, you're on my blacklist forever. So I will never work with you or your company ever again. So, like, I'm not desperate for your attention. And simply because I do the gaming news now and I'm getting more and more influence with the gaming news, like, being on my blacklist will cost you more and more in the future as a gaming company. So, but, yeah, whatever. It's, people can do whatever they want to do, however they like it. And that's the same for me. I will do whatever I want. If you don't like it, couldn't care less. I'll play whatever I want, I'll do whatever I want. And that's how I get through every day. So, I try basically to just be completely self-dependent in everything I do. So, and it's working well for me. That's why I've been able to do the gaming news for 2 years straight. So, I can talk about this all day because this is like 10 years in the making, you know what I mean? I've had a lot of sleepless nights to reach this point in my life. Oh. Finally. Yeah. Alright, here we go. We are. And the other thing I've learned lately as well is just never ever be jealous of other people's success. It's my most popular tweet, and I mean it. Don't ever be jealous of anyone else's success. Do your own thing and work as hard as make your own success, basically. Make your own journey, your own goals. Because, like, the way I picture it as well, it's like going to the gym for the first time and being jealous that everyone else in the gym is fitter than you, has got bigger muscles than you, and so on. Like, simply, they've just been doing it for longer. Never be jealous about it. If you can learn from them, great. But never be jealous. Jealous is a negative waste of time. GG. Yeah. Alright, next. I need to go to Rosaria. Okay, leveled up. Level 68.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
We are. Okay. Alright, let's save game. Save. Then let's fast travel. Rosaria. Southern Rosaria. I need to go to... I need to go to there. I go to Martha's Rest. Go there. If I can find the mob I want. So yeah. And one of the things I enjoy the most about what I do, YouTube, the gaming news, and so on, is that, you know, it's mine. I don't have anyone telling me what to do. I don't work for a company, I work for me. And I am the best boss I've ever had in my life. No one comes even close. Like, I've had many jobs over the years, many. I've worked for probably 6 to 10 employers in my 10 years. And I would say if I rated them out of 10, the maximum I've ever had is a 4 out of 10. Simple as that. But working for myself, I'm a 10 out of 10. So if I'm a 10 out of 10, yeah. Everyone else has been maximum of 4.
No holding back.
So simple as that. Oh,
I
jeez.
can walk from here.
Yeah, it's weird. I've got to, like, this whole area. You just walk. You can't do anything else. Oh wow! I'm going to be level 69, 8th level. Nice. And it's one of those things as well when it comes to content creation. Like, some days your chat will be buzzing. Lots of people will be talking. You'll have a lot of viewers. I've had streams which had 2,500 plus viewers and the chat was flying. And then other days you'll feel like you're abandoned and you're alone. And it's a case of can you take the good with the bad sort of thing. You have some days where there's lots of people to talk to. You have other days where there's no one to talk to. That's fine. I am okay with that. But in the past, like I said, I used to put a lot of pressure on myself to, like, oh, if there's not many people in the stream, what am I doing wrong? Why no one wants to come back? You know, I would let all this negativity build. And obviously the case is, you know, sometimes people are just busy. So you're never alone, my friend. I appreciate you. Thanks, Az. So, but yeah, so I think for me personally, a lot of it was, you know, just attitude, the way of thinking.
Well, it seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Let's try.
Now, I would say about Final Fantasy XVI, this game in particular, is that the combat is really fun. The combat is the best part of this game, in my opinion. So, graphically, it's great. You know, there's no one's denying that. It is a very beautiful looking game. Music, Final Fantasy. So, like, Final Fantasy is its own, like, category of amazing when it comes to music. The story was nah. It was alright. I would give the story like a 6 out of 10 at the very, very most. And if anything, I'll probably knock it down even further because I thought the icon fights in this game were ridiculous. How far along are you with the game? I finished the game. I'm now doing New Game Plus. So I'm basically farming the last 2 trophies to get the Platinum Trophy. I've done every trophy but 2. The last 2 trophies I have, I'll finish the game on New Game Plus and level up enough where I get enough ability points to learn every ability in the game. Have you played this game? And then, yeah, like I said, I'm just enjoying the gaming news every day. You playing anything else? Yeah, as soon as I finish this game, the plan is I'll be playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, get the plan for that, then I'll be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then I want to play Spider-Man 2, and then if there's time before Spider-Man 2, I want to play Assassin's Creed Mirage. Haven't played any Final Fantasy game? Oh, fair enough. Like, the story of every Final Fantasy is different. They have similar themes, but they're different stories, they're different characters. So, like, this is a very different experience to previous Final Fantasy. But Final Fantasy VII Remake is amazing. And then we're waiting for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and so on. So, I play any game that has a really good story. So, and I've been watching in my off time, or when I'm working, for example, I've been watching a lot of streams of Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't have time to play a game like Baldur's Gate 3. It's too big. But I've been watching live streams of it. How about you? What are you playing these days?
Too slow. Too slow.
About halfway done.
That's better.
Running out potions. Uh-oh. And there are some random other games that I've seen. I am curious about, like the what are they called? I don't know the official name of it. But basically, there are some indie games which I'm paying attention to. Played Hogwarts Legacy, but I didn't like it. Oh, yeah, I never played Hogwarts Legacy because of all the drama around the game. I want to play games in peace rather than thingy. I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 for a bit. Oh, okay. Are you waiting for news about Modern Warfare 3 then? I think they said that you'll be able to transfer all of your acquired guns from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3. It's like they said it's like the first time you'll be able to transfer them between games. Up. That's bad. Only got 2 potions left. Is he ever gonna be And at some point I want to go back and actually play games like Infamous Second Son. I played the first 2 Infamous games, but I never played Second Son, even though I actually own it. I want to play Witcher 3. I need to finish off Cyberpunk, but I'm waiting for the expansion. Because they said with Phantom Liberty, the expansion for Cyberpunk, they're going to be revamping pretty much everything in the game. This is such a long fight. Yeah, it is. But that's what New Game Plus can be like in any game. And then again, I'm level 68 fighting a level 88 mob. So I'm fighting a mob which is 20 levels higher than me. He's nearly dead. Yeah, I played Witcher 3. Yeah, I need to really give Witcher 3 a proper go. Done. GG. Yeah, I think I'm done. Oh wow, I skipped a level, I'm now level 70. I didn't even get level 69.
Back to sleep with you.
Too bad. But yeah, I think that's also why. So it's New Game Plus and the fact that the mob was 20 levels higher than me. But GG, we won. Now, when it comes to, like I said, I loved platinum trophy farming because it's my way to say in the future that yes, I've played this game, I played 100%, I got the platinum trophy, I don't have to play it again. So if I go back to Cyberpunk 2077, I'm intending to get the platinum. If I ever play Witcher 3, I'm intending to get platinum, and so on and so on and so on. One day I want to be able to say that, like if anyone says, did you play Witcher 3? I want to say, yes I did, and I platinumed it. That's what I want to be able to say. The graphics are good on this. Yeah, they're so good, in fact, that the PlayStation 5 can't even keep a consistent 60 FPS. So that's the thing. I think they need to patch it. And then we'll see what Naughty Dog are working on, because apparently Neil Druckmann said today that he is directing another game, but it's not been announced yet. So some people are speculating whether it's Last of Us Part 3, or if it's going to be something new. So, and I did make a video talking about my top 10 favorite games of all time as well. Like I said, I've always been drawn to games which have a really interesting and good story. That's why I consider The Last of Us to be one of the best games ever made. Because that's one of the most fascinating stories. In my opinion. You always have to add on the "in my opinion," in case people disagree. But yeah, so the reason I'm skipping all the cutscenes is because I've already finished this. Just trying to get through New Game Plus. But if you're new to Final Fantasy, a good place to start would be, for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you've ever played the original Final Fantasy VII. It's a very fun game. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is the second one in the series. There's going to be 3 of them. They're remaking Final Fantasy VII, but because it was a PlayStation 1 game on 4 discs, it's way too big to recreate in one game on PlayStation 5. So they're making it into 3 separate games. The first part was, like I said, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Then they're going to have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and then they're going to have a third part which they haven't announced yet. And that'll make up all of Final Fantasy VII, basically. So if you, like I said, if you start with Final Fantasy VII Remake, you won't go wrong. It's a really great intro to the series.
Well,
Like, the combat is fun. Everything about it is great, basically. The characters are very interesting. The music is great. Voice acting is on par.
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Back
Craft any fun.
What's that for you, dear?
Give this- Or sword. Okay. This.
Last you a good while. My best work, but it'll do.
I don't think I've got mats for it. Let's see, so I want the... Yeah, I don't think I've got... It says flawless white worm bone. I don't think I can make it just yet. Okay. And alright, let's carry on the game. Put up. Thank you, thank you.
I'm telling you, it's true.
So, like I said, I've been working very hard with what I do. I hope you guys like my gaming news videos. If you've ever watched them. So every single day I release gaming news videos. I summarize the gaming news in a minute. Sometimes I have to read the gaming news for 1 or 2 hours to get 3 stories to make my minute-long summary. But I've been doing it, like I said, every day for more than 2 years now. So if you watch my gaming news, you'll be informed about pretty much everything that's going on in the gaming industry in 1 minute a day.
How may I help you today, Clive?
And then I upload them in
Your just desserts?
separate videos as well as on many platforms, on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, or X. and my own YouTube channel, the gaming news channel. So yes, something I was saying before that all of you were here for that. I did hit 1 million views on my news channel on YouTube. So that's the second time, the second channel that's hit more than 1 million views. My main channel has got more than 15 million. So I'm quite proud of those stats, to be honest. Yes, but you upload a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, I upload, when it comes to the gaming news, I upload on TikTok 3 a day. So, but each video is like 8 to 10 seconds long. So it won't take you that long to go through them. It's not like you have half an hour of content to watch. As I know you have like 30 seconds of content to watch. And it's that way on purpose so that they're not overwhelming. So, but it's because time is going by so quickly, that's the thing. So if you watch them every day, it won't be anything to you. But if you're maybe new, it maybe look like I uploaded a hell of a lot. So, the black wall. But the main thing is as well, yeah, I have fun making them, that's why I keep doing it every single day. It's a really fun routine. I like my routine. So my routine every day, I'll wake up, I'll have a shower, breakfast, typical thing, typical morning routine. Maybe I'll do some exercise, whatever, just wake up fully. And then I start doing research about the gaming news, and that's the majority of the time. That's when I'm actually watching live streams. So like I said, I'm in a routine now of watching Code Carnage every morning. What's morning for me is because he starts his stream really early for him. So that's why I watch him a lot. And then do the gaming news, and then after that, see what else I need to do. That's my typical typical routine.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's doing the fight, but you don't have my witness.
Necessary materials.
Don't listen to him.
What's open is me. I think I took Gav with me last time. And it's really great watching my Twitter grow as well. So like in the last week, or maybe just over a week, I've gained like 500-600 followers on Twitter, which is nuts. So like my notifications have been going wild lately. So thanks for that. If you'll follow me on Twitter or X, that's why I started streaming on there as well.
Good day to you.
I try to stay away from all the drama, basically.
The crystals we get from the table.
I try not to get involved with that. I just want to play games. I just want to have fun. And talk about games and so on.
Of course.
Excellent.
And I recently actually launched a shop, a merch store. So if you go to shop.mithrie.com, you can see the designs I'm selling. I think they look really good. So
I better find out if this is just nerves.
let me know if you've seen my store before. Because I am a animal lover in real life, so that's why my store is basically nearly all animals.
Something on your mind?
Let me get you the link so you can peruse, see what you think of the designs. If you have any designs you would like me to do as well, then let me know. Any animals. Shop.mithrie.com. There's my store. Let me know what you think. You like it or not. Probably should change my username on TikTok rather than Daily Gaming News. It should be like Mithrie Gaming News or something. So that people know that I'm still Mithrie. But yeah, but like I said, it's all fun and games. It's all good. Okay, let's talk to this person.
Excuse.
And if you look at Mithrie.com as well, because like I said, I used to be a website and database developer. That's what I used to do for a living. So that's why Mithrie.com looks so good. I didn't have to pay anyone to do it. I did it myself. And that's how I keep my development code up to date, up to snuff, by putting up my own website.
Do you have?
Okay, let's
Seems Lorbert's
go this
pass
way.
is our best bet then. What do you say, Togo? Shall we go and investigate?
Yes, we should. Oh yeah, so one of the gimmicks of the stream is every single animal goes moo except for cows. Cows don't go moo, but every other animal does. In case you wonder why I say moo all the time. Yep.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. What matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Right. Oh yeah. And I was actually having this discussion on Twitter yesterday about Game of the Year. Like, I do think that Zelda will probably win Game of the Year this year at the Game Awards, but like, obviously what matters is what's the Game of the Year to you. So like last year, for example, my Game of the Year was A Plague Tale Requiem. It doesn't matter to me if it didn't win or even get much attention. From all the games I played last year, A Plague Tale Requiem was the one that stood out the most. I played all of the Game of the Years except for Elden Ring. I never played Elden Ring. I played God of War, I played then I played Chronicles, I played Stray. Stray was very good. I obviously I played a lot of games last year. Plague Tale. Like I said, I played all the games of the year. It's a very busy year. And this year is going to be busy as well in terms of gaming, and then next year is already shaping up to be an amazing year for gaming as well. Yeah. Paul was having a good time. But like I said, there is not enough hours in the day to play every single game that comes out. Even with doing this for a living, there isn't enough time.
Why were they here?
Nearly out a million
Planning
gil.
an attack on Lost Wing. I need to warn Quentin.
Let's go. All right. Oh, okay. Here he is. But I am fascinated to see what these companies come up with next. Was that? Now, there are some stories which I actively avoid when it comes to the gaming news. So, for example, I stopped reporting anything to do with
What can I interest you in today?
Grand Theft Auto 6, for example. I don't report that anymore because there is always a news story. There's always a leak. There's always speculation about the release date and so on and so on. And it's been every day for months now that I don't talk about GTA 6 anymore. When it comes out, it comes out. Simple as that. Like, and then it's the same thing for like, there's some games I just don't think will do well. So, for example, I know that Starfield is so hyped right now, and people are saying, oh, it will be Microsoft's Xbox chance to get Game of the Year and all this other stuff. In my personal opinion, if Starfield gets more than a 6 out of 10, I will be amazed. I'll be surprised. I think it's going to flop and flop hard. Why? Because it's bigger in scope than what can be delivered by the company that's delivering it. In my opinion. Why I don't think it's got a chance. It's with the wrong developer. So it's a great idea, but it's with the wrong developer. So, and it will probably be, in my opinion as well, based on experience from previous games. Like, I anticipate a lot of launch bugs and performance issues and people complaining. They've had a long time to prepare it. Why is it full of bugs? Why is it so slow? I said, yeah, that's every single Bethesda game for like the last decade. Like, please don't be surprised by it. So I do anticipate Starfield flopping. But that's just my guess. I would like to be proven wrong. I would like to be completely 100% wrong even. But, you know, logic dictates basically that it's going to flop. So I don't talk about really Starfield anymore either. And I also don't talk about... Oh, what's that game? The Day Before. I don't talk about that game anymore because it's been delayed and delayed and delayed, and trademark issues and copyright issues and delay and volunteers unpaid and delay and delay and delay. And then now they want to add Lamborghinis in the game even though it's a zombie survival game and all this other stuff. So I'm just sort of like, yeah, you don't deserve a spot in my gaming news anymore, sorry. I think that the Day Before will come and go in less than a week. So... And I was interested in an MMO called Palia, because that's still making its rounds right now. But when Palia launches, I think it will also be forgotten in less than a week. I think some people will really love it. They love like the Animal Crossing type gameplay and so on. But overall, I think it's going to be a complete waste of time in the MMO genre. So,
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
And the evidence I have of that is because I actually was given 23 closed beta codes giveaway for Palia, and I posted it on my Twitter to say, oh, I've got 23 closed beta codes, is anyone interested? And I think one person replied. One. There's absolutely no excitement for the game whatsoever. So I was selected to be a partner for Palia. I actually sent them an email saying, please unpartner me. I'm not interested because none of my audience is interested either. Like, I'm not going to back a dead horse sort of thing. I don't want to waste my time. I'm busy. Sorry. Alright, let's see. We done every side quest? I think we have. Okay, so let's do story quest now. I think there's story quest right here. Now, of course, it's not about dumping on every game. Like, I think there's a lot of amazing games coming. So, like I said, I'm interested in Spider-Man 2, obviously, and then Assassin's Creed Mirage. I am a big fan of the Assassin's Creed series. I've been since the beginning. I think it'll be one of those games where it doesn't matter if everyone in the world hates it, I will probably still play it. Because that's just how I feel about Assassin's Creed. Because I put 160 hours into what's it called? Valhalla. Get the plan on. A lot of work. The game I wouldn't say that Valhalla was too big.
It just looks like black sand.
So that's why they said that Mirage will be a lot smaller. And I was like, yeah, I get it. Valhalla was way too huge. So where is the Stardust? Up here. I think I had this problem last time. Spent ages trying to find all these Stardust. Ages to find them. But yeah, but like I said, so there are some games which I'm like really excited for. There are other games which a lot of people are excited for, but I think will just not do well. And I also, as well, stopped covering news about the, Activision Blizzard deal with Microsoft, because that's been going on now for like more than 18 months. So all I actually care about is if it actually closes. The deal closes or doesn't close. If there's a definitive answer, yes or no, then I will report it. Because simply, I could have made probably 50 videos about the Activision deal, and I would have been bored out of my mind doing that. It would have been very boring to watch as well. You probably would have been able to tell from my voice, I just really don't like talking about it, so that's why I just stopped making videos about the topic. So, like I said, it's not just about what I'm reporting on the gaming news, it's about what I'm choosing not to report. Okay, let's go. Hideaway. Yeah.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Okay, hopefully it is. Can make the ultimate weapon, I think. Yep. Okay, so that's done.
Suppose we'd better be getting back.
Skip.
Clive,
Up.
what do you want?
And I have to talk to Mid. Go get her. But I am definitely looking forward to playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's been on my list for ages. So I actually wanted to play it when it first came out. I requested a copy from Capcom and they weren't able to provide because they had simply too many requests. I was just like, oh, fair enough. And at the time as well, I was broke. Basically, I couldn't afford it, so I was just sort of like, well, another game I'm going to have to skip then.
I think Mid might need some help, Tony.
If I don't come up with something soon.
But it's what I said as well. I say all the time on the gaming news or whatever, just generally, is that it's okay to wait to play a game because you'll get a better version of the game, which is patched, and probably cheaper as well. So I never play Star Wars Survivor, but I was a massive fan of Star Wars Fallen Order. I even got the planner for that game. But it is my intention to play. What's it called? To play Star Wars Survivor eventually.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
Eventually, I will upload them. Oh, sorry, I will eventually play them. And I'm still dreaming of the easier future where I can actually afford YouTube editors to do a lot of the mundane stuff for me. Because the gaming news at this point probably takes me about 2-3 hours a day, maybe more, to put them out every single day. Probably longer, but more like 3 or 4. What I envision for the future is a world where I wake up, the gaming news script is waiting for me, and I record it in, say, 5 minutes, then I send it off to the editors do all the rest. And I can just play games all day. That would be nice. As long as it doesn't cut down on quality. So, that's the thing. But when I can afford it, I will start hiring a team of editors to get it all done for me. And hopefully it'll happen sooner than later.
Time to fight.
That's the thing. So we'll see.
You deserve a rest.
Really? Gotta say.
Oh,
Okay, let's carry on. Yep. But that spike will instantly kill you if you're not careful. I will get there. What time is it? That's already 8 PM. That was quick. The day done already. It's just, the thing I would say about my lifestyle as well is it's a lifestyle rather than just a job. Like, I don't clock out at 5. There are lots of days when I'm still working after midnight. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Booyah. Gee. Enemy slain. Right.
The things I do for you.
Yep. Damn it, mid. Okay. Yep. Alright. Where are we going now? Back to the hideout. I think we've done everything. Like I said, I do feel it's kind of laborious having to effectively replay the entire game just for 2 trophies. Whatever, only have to do it once.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border. No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, son. All yours.
Yeah,
Best of luck out there, Sid.
thank you. But yeah, I do wonder, like I said, what's going to happen next in terms of the gaming industry and stuff. I'm glad to be doing the gaming news. It's the best thing in the world. I find it so fun.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Like, because there are plenty of days when I'm, let's say, editing the gaming news or doing what I do, and I'm like literally saying I love my job. I don't think I've ever said that before about a job I've had. I love my job. It's really, really fun. It's very satisfying. But yeah, like I said, Resident Evil 4 Remake should be fun. The thing is, I've seen so many playthroughs of Resident Evil 4 Remake, and I did complete the original. So nothing is going to happen in the game that's going to be a surprise. Obviously, it's just different when you experience it yourself. I know a game like 16 is not everyone's cup of tea. I get it. But, hey. A couple more streams and I should finish the platinum and then not have to worry about it anymore. And if anyone ever misses the live stream, you'll always be able to watch on YouTube.
Very well.
Really, I'll be asking anyone else. Side quests. Oh. Let's keep going. Yeah, and I think it's I think it's Friday today. Most days, I actually don't know what day of the week it is. Every day is the same to me.
An excellent choice.
When I was working, I would be very, very aware when it was Friday and when it was Monday. But now, because I actually like what I do, I don't know what day of the week it is most of the time. It could be any day of the week. Chat, I'm just going to quickly go to the bathroom. And we'll, 1 second. But let me just go to the bathroom. If you've been sitting down for ages, get up, stretch your legs, walk around. Go back. Let's see. Dee da dee da dee da. Take me with you. Sorry, I've already come back. So, let's see.
Have a
Do this.
nudge, but you're free to look.
Okay.
I trust it's all here.
Garlic. Let's get some hippo nuts.
What do you want? If
Oh.
that's what you want.
That's everything.
It's everything.
Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Let's do it.
Keep them pilgers nice and chill.
I wonder if the voices are like a bit over the top in this game. Speak with Hippocrates. Yeah, that's the problem when you skip cutscenes, isn't it? Completely forgot what happened. Yeah, I do think. Oh, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. I do think that sometimes the
I wonder how Hippocrates
voice
is getting
acting
on
in
with
this
the
game is a bit over the top. It reminds me of when, like, movie ads. Like, there used to be, you know, this movie is coming out soon. Be sure to go to the cinema and watch it. And all of a sudden, overnight, it felt like every single movie announcement was like, this game is coming out, Batman. And I'd like to check it out.
work on the shielding.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know why the sort of deep over-the-top voices became a thing.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Go back to mid. As I say, it is a lot of work for just 2 trophies. But I would rather get this done now than have it bother me. Because I'm OCD. So I don't want forevermore for my brain to be like, you need to eventually go back and finish 16. It's very annoying. Like, just let it go, man. Go.
I think Mid might need some help.
Second chat, let me check something. Cool. Alright. Go in. Skip. 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 Or again. Yep.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
The side quest now. Go do the side quests. I'm doing all the side quests for the sake of EXP. And also renown, which can give a lot of ability point. I need the ability points for a trophy. And I'll be honest, the more I play the game, the less likely it will be my game of the year, sorry to say. It's very high up, but I just don't think it'll be my game of the year. I haven't even played Resident Evil 4 Remake yet, and I feel like I'm gonna like that game more than this one. I haven't played Zelda Tears of the Kingdom either. Because it seems really, really obvious to me that Zelda's going to win Game of the Year, but I would like to be surprised. Like, we'll see if, for example, Baldur's Gate takes it. Yeah, I need to... We'll get the Bomb King. The Airy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll tell you one thing, my life would be a lot simpler if I could teleport from place to place. I would go to a lot more places. I'd do a lot more stuff. But with my agoraphobia, problem. Okay. So we have to go to the air. I believe it's this one. Go there. Okay. Yeah, I've got like a map. I've got like a list of where all the hunts are. Go. Oh no, it's not in the area, it's in Breck. My bad. It is... Pretty sure it is. Okay, so it's here in an area I've not discovered yet on the map. Fair enough. Fair. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting me with what I do every day. I'm glad at least some of you guys like what I do. The followers and views and likes and comments and so on, it's hinting that people do actually like what I do. Appreciate it. Right. Yep. Right way. Have to go to the Croc. Be the Bomb King. And maybe one day I'll play Final Fantasy XIV again. I would like to finish the story for 14, and walk it before the expansion.
That'll do, girl.
But we will see. I'm just not motivated these days to play 14. But it's old. The same reason I don't play World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? They're old games. So many new games to play. Okay, there's a Bomb King. Yeah.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Well done, Toggle.
Oh, thanks for the resub. How are you, Valisthea? Life treating ya?
Nice try.
Yeah. Bad, good. I'm slowly getting there finally with this game. Slowly but surely. Well. In my case, I'm still working hard on everything I do. Every single day. Another 10 to 15 hours to go. That's cool. Yeah, I think, I don't know if Don will ever come to the stream today, but he was asking questions about Cyberpunk, so I kept referring it to you, because you're the one that has got the platinum trophy. But basically, I think we're both going to just wait for the expansion, Phantom Liberty, before we carry on Cyberpunk. They said it's changing everything, so. I'm curious. Wow. Cyberpunk. Scheme. Yeah. We are.
Too slow. Nice try.
Hey, Mom. How'd it go?
Nice try.
Gonna play the game fully again, boys. Ow.
That's all ready.
That's why I was saying that the problem is when Fine then ants attack my dog food, I gotta go get more. Yay!
You're finished.
So you're just doing the Bob King. Do you want to jump on voice chat?
Your reign is over. Is this
Ash.
stuff?
Bomb
See
Ash.
if there's any more.
Bomb Ash.
That should do it. If the wine needs more than
Get
this.
dog food. Yeah, in a few.
Finish it himself.
Until then. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Valisthea, would you like to jump onto voice chat?
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Busy.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
If you like. It's been a while since we had a voice chat, I think. I'm lonely. Talk to me. Okay, let's go. Yeah, sorry, I'm being really needy today.
Alright, there's.
This game sucks, man. I have to grind this out.
That's the stuff. And
Big
plenty
out for a
of
bit.
it,
Alright.
too.
For you.
Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say other.
I'm here.
Oh.
Oh my god, you are so needy.
Yeah. It worked.
I knew he was manipulating me.
Like, there are other choices.
Yeah.
Totally. But yeah.
I'd say I gotta bite my tongue. I'm gonna be mean today.
But yeah, so
I'm gonna
they
be nice.
brought the fridge.
Yep.
Anything else? Or
All right, Clive.
I'm in general one.
Oh
Okay. Let's actually join Valisthea then. Let's have a freeway.
my god. Okay, yeah, 1 second.
Let's
No
go.
excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take
Hang on.
care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that in those words.
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Oh,
Yeah. Damn Brits are needy.
yeah. Sorry. Can't help it.
How's everyone?
Yeah, good. So you're saying about your fridge?
Yeah, the fridge got delivered. It's a little
Troubling
bit smaller than
Well,
the one I had, which
I'll
I
need
didn't
someone
care.
to keep an
You
eye
know,
on,
it's
Mid.
still double door and everything like that. And then while they were delivering it, Danny was standing next to the dog food, and she goes, "Mom, there's ants." And I said, "You're kidding." And I look at the dog food; it's completely covered. I'm just like, "Oh no!"
Sucks.
But it rained last night. Yeah, it rained last night, so I think that's why the ants came in. So, other than that, refrigerator's in, it's plugged in, working, good.
Is it bigger than the one you had, or is it basically just the same?
No, it's a little. It's the same, but it's slightly smaller.
Oh, jeez.
So it's not as wide because I had a pretty wide one, but it's still the double door, and it has the ice and the water maker, which mine had, but it's all like electronic, which mine was not. So I'm just like, oh, this is different, and it's white. Mine was black. So I'm like, oh, I hate white fridges. They stick out and they get dirty, but you know, it is what it is.
Fair enough.
It was free. It was free, so.
Yeah, you can't say no to a free fridge.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like free.
Yeah, free is good.
Yeah, how are you, Valisthea? Long time, dude.
I know, it's I've been so busy with work.
Yeah.
Work has sucked recently, but I've got a week off, so that's very,
Nice.
very good. I've been going through the Mass Effect Legendary games.
Trouble with the
Platinum the first one. Maybe 10 hours into the second one.
Oh,
So
jeez.
that's the game at the moment. It's so difficult. It's so hard.
Yeah. The mistake I made with Mass Effect basically is I was convinced when I was playing the first one to put it on the hardest setting, and then maybe
You have to for Platinum.
3 hours
Yeah.
in I rage quit and I never played again.
Yeah, it would do that. Yeah, it's you have to kind of do it on insanity to get like 100% trophies.
Hopefully it's
Yes.
nothing.
So,
But is there at least New
Yeah.
Game Plus where you can go in with better
No.
gear the second time? There isn't.
no.
Oh, rip.
So I will just have to smash my head against it until I win.
Yeah, but there are certain kind of you choose your classes at the beginning. If you
Oh.
choose Adept, Biotic is kind of the way to go because it's a bit of a cakewalk. You just super use your powers instead of shooting people. Is the way to go.
Note.
Number 2 is much harder than number 1.
Oh.
So much harder.
Yeah, I was watching random girl recently. She was playing the third one. It's like the dialogue is kind of out there, I would say. The interaction between the characters. From what I saw,
Yeah,
anyway.
it's very tongue-in-cheek. Very tongue-in-cheek game.
Yeah. So, but then I've been watching a lot of like Co-Carnage play Baldur's Gate 3.
Are
What's
you tempted at all?
I need to ask you.
I don't have time. It looks good.
Mm.
I probably will play it in the future, especially when it comes out on PlayStation 5, but not right now. I just don't have time.
Mm.
Because, like I said, my schedule right now is I want to finish the platinum for this game, and then I want a platinum for Remake, and then I want a platinum Miles Morales, and then there's also Spider-Man 2 when that comes out, and then Assassin's Creed Mirage. There's simply too many games, and then Star Wars Survivor. I've not even touched that yet.
Survivor, you haven't played yet. Yep.
Told me she
So
was
there's
building a
simply too many games, and then I have not even, after all of that, I've not even touched Zelda Tears of the Kingdom yet. Not even on it.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I've got a lot of catching up to do just with the games from this year. So I've got a lot of work to do. But I am curious, like I said, about Baldur's Gate, but I think it's too big. So that's why I've been watching. So every day, basically, when I'm working and editing the gaming news, I'm watching Code play it. And then it sparked this whole debate about whether people should save scum or shouldn't. And I think like people should just play games whichever way they like. I don't think it should be a debate. But like I actually lean on the side of reloading saves because when I played, for example, GTA 3 back in the day on PlayStation 2, I believe. There was so much reloading. I actually finished the entire game, and somehow in my stats I had 0 deaths. I was like, yeah, because I'm just that good. Because basically every time because basically in GTA 3, every time you die, you end up obviously at the hospital, and you lose all your guns. And I was sort of like, I don't want to lose my weapons. So
I'll just die. Yeah.
So I'll just reload the save so that I don't die.
Yeah. There you go.
So like, how do you guys feel about reloading saves?
Leaving this one for those
I do it all the time.
Right.
Indeed.
If I screw something up, I'll reload it.
Especially if it's like a choice that I don't like. So you make a choice and you think, okay, that's what I think I should do. Then you think, oh, I didn't want to do that. That was a bad choice.
Yeah.
I'm going back.
Reload.
I don't agree with that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's a game. Do what you like.
Yeah.
Yep.
This idea that you should or shouldn't is ridiculous. Like,
yes, I'm still playing Palia.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still playing Palia. Yep. I'm like completely hooked.
It's what I said for me. It's just the I would have, but there was no interest whatsoever. I was given 20 free closed beta codes, and for me, the sign that no one's interested was when only 1 or 2 people replied to them. I was like, if anything, I was embarrassed.
I should probably take care.
It's like, congrats, you're partner to a dead game. So I unparted immediately. But yeah.
I'm having fun with it.
Well, like I said, I've got so many games to play right now anyway, so no problem for me.
Yeah, I already played all the games that you're waiting to play.
It must be nice having free time.
Well, no, I make time.
Yeah.
I make time.
I mean, I do want to platinum Resident Evil 3, but
I didn't
so,
platinum that.
there are some difficult trophies there. There are some very difficult.
Yep. I just said no. I finished it.
I started playing on hard mode, and then got about, I don't know, maybe 3 hours in, and I forgot that it doesn't auto save on hard mode. It basically just refers to so I died, and then I thought, oh, it's okay, I'll just retry, and it was like 3 hours ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm turning this off. I've got my window. Yeah.
Oh, nope.
I'll get back to it though. I think as soon as Lucas starts playing it, I'll be like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Nah, I knew it was gonna be too hard for me, so all I did is I just played it to the end and that's it.
Yeah. But I mean, is it as hard as, for example, having to repeat 2 remake like what 6, 7, 8 times to get the final?
I think you'll have to play it 3 or 4 times. Just because of the nature of some of the trophies. Like there's one trophy where you can only use a pistol. So that obviously isn't going to be the hardest mode. That'll be like you've done it on hard mode, you've done it on normal, do it on easy, get all the collectibles, that kind of thing. I think it's going to be that kind of playthrough. So 3 or 4 times. It's what, a 12 to 13 hour game, 14 hour game. So it's quite long. It's quite long.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we'll see when I get there how I feel about it. Hopefully it won't be as bad. Like this game, having to redo the entire game just for 2 trophies. That's really, really tedious. And some of the fights, especially the boss fights, it feels like they last an hour. Because of the amount of
Just
HP
get
the
it
mobs
done,
have.
dang it.
Alright,
Get it done.
I'm working on it. But, like I said,
Bitch.
Less than done
it's,
with.
just, it's never ending. Like,
That card.
oh, and I pre-ordered the Torgal pet, and I already paid for it. And then I found that afterwards it doesn't even come out until February next year.
February. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you've been waiting for so long.
Yeah,
it's
exactly. Yeah.
February.
So, because
Didn't tell
I
anybody. It was on a tab.
mentioned, I emailed basically Square Enix. I said, I ordered this ages ago, where is it? And they said, oh, you can see the release date on this other tab. I was like, well, you mean the other tab that no one can see?
Yeah, exactly. They hid it so they could take your money.
Exactly. So it's like, what? So I've basically paid for a pet, which I'm going to get 6 months from now. Yeah, that seems logical. That seems fair. And it's sort of like, thank God I only paid for the puppy, not for the full-size dog. So, you know, the full-size dog was like, what, like £90 or whatever.
Yeah,
People
it was
take
100
notice
and
of wealthy
something
men.
here.
I
Shouldn't be too
paid
hard to track
30 for
down
the
Chaos Collector.
thingy, the puppy. Oh, by the way, Buffy, have you seen my my store that I set up?
Yeah, I haven't got a PC, so it doesn't really do me much good. I've only got a console, so.
Okay.
Can you buy console games on there?
No,
Or is it just PC stuff.
I do have a game store, sure, but that's just for Steam. But I have I set up another store which is just merch. It's like t-shirts and mugs, which has like basically really fancy animal designs and some other stuff as well. So what I was going to ask basically is like, what's your favorite animal? To see if I've already made a design for it.
All right. I don't know. That's the first time anyone's ever asked me that.
Fair enough.
So like a purple dragon. That's
Purple dragon
with unicorn hooves. Yeah.
Hey, don't knock unicorns.
I can do that because it's all made with
Don't
AI.
knock unicorns. I love unicorns. I love unicorns.
Just DM me your ideas, and whatever it is.
Purple dragon that's part unicorn.
Okay. Let's write it down then. We'll see what Midjourney spits out. Of course, I'm trying to load Word, and it takes an hour to load. Come on. There we go.
Yeah,
It's just like, it's
you're
just-
going, what are you doing?
like, how dare you try and get anything done? It's like... Okay, he said purple dragon. Shall I say with unicorn horn? Unicorn horn. Yeah.
Yes, so.
Okay, I'll ask Midjourney to make that design, and I'll DM it to you on Discord, and we'll see what it looks like.
Oh my god.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I've been having a lot of fun with the AI stuff these days. So I'm still having like Midjourney. I don't know if you've ever seen Midjourney. It's unbelievable. You can basically ask it to visually make you nearly anything. In any style as well. But it's limited only by your imagination. Of course, they do have a lewd filter, so you can't like say like, you know, nudes or yeah, because I'm sure if you could, then people will probably misuse it. So otherwise, you can do anything on it. Let's see. Focusing on the side quests. I think I've got like 11,000 ability points. Probably should use them.
You're just distracted by
think?
a beautiful purple dragon with a unicorn horn. I know you're distracted. It's difficult. I'd be distracted too.
Yeah. You know, I am curious. I'm gonna ask Midjourney right now to make it.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Second. Let's get my command that I've got saved. Do that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Purple dragon with an unicorn horn. I am curious to see what it comes out with. It's literally generating right now. So
Wonderful.
yeah. But you do need to be careful with it, because like Shabs, for example, asked me to generate an image of me riding a turtle, and what it came out with was basically me with a turtle head dick.
Yeah.
So I was like, ha.
That's why I was laughing. I was laughing because he had showed it to me and I literally was crying.
Sorry, my head, when you said riding a turtle, I suddenly just thought like it was not your, it was, you know, you were riding a turtle as in, hello, riding a turtle.
Ramming a turtle.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, that's what I thought it would be. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought what would happen, but he showed it up and it turned out this was like, oh my gosh, no. That's just wrong.
These designs are flipping cool, man. Let me send it to you. I'm gonna DM it to you, Althea. Give me a sec.
It's gonna be a good choice of mythical beast, favorite animal, purple dragon. There you go.
Yeah, it's because what it does, it gives you 4 choices, and then you decide if you want any of those 4, if you want variations of one of the 4. So it's uploading to you now.
Company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Whoa, look at that.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Yeah. And literally all I typed in was, like, I've got a save command that I use for my t-shirts, and then I put in purple dragon with the unicorn on. And that's what it spit out.
It reminds me of like a Xenoblade mod, like, you know Xenoblade?
Yeah.
You know in the second one when you kind of create your own little creatures and stuff.
Yeah. As I said, like I could put down a t-shirt a month for you if you like it.
That's so, it's just so detailed.
Exactly. And what I can do now with Midjourney, I can basically say, like, take one of those 4, or take them all, and upscale it to like really, really high resolution. I need it to be 120 DPI so I can put on a t-shirt, and then I can just add it to my store, and then I'll ask ChatGPT to write me a description of it. I've been using a lot of AI stuff basically, but that's why I love this tool, because you see the sort of quality of work it does in literally seconds. So my shopmithrie.com is basically filled with hundreds of designs like that, like different animals and stuff.
What about a pigeon in knight's armor?
It'd be difficult if it's not focused on the face.
Oh, okay.
I could ask, but
an armored pigeon.
Armored pigeon. Okay. Let me just finish this fire now. I'll type in.
Hey, no rush.
Yeah.
All the time in the world for an armored pigeon.
Yeah. Because I think it was Man, he asked basically for a hedgehog wearing sunglasses. And I did it, I put on the sword, and it looks really good.
I suppose in the description it'll be pigeon in a suit of armour. That might be easier.
It's like I said, we'll see what Midjourney spits out. Like I said, I'll just put my command and I will type in within it. Pigeon with a suit, wearing a suit of armor.
Okay, I'm gonna go and get the dog food, so I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Alright. Bye.
See you in a bit. Okay. Fight done.
You're liking Shiva now. Shiva's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's growing on me. I find it better than Odin and Bahamut and stuff like that.
Odin is so bad. I can't believe how bad Odin is.
Yeah, I really don't like it. Okay, pigeon wearing knight's armor. Okay, generating. So let's see what it comes out with. I am curious. Because the thing that's really powerful about Midjourney, you can see it rendering one bit at a time. So oh wow. You're gonna like this. Okay, let me forward this to you. Save. On the desktop. Okay. Load. That's why I said it's literally just limited by your imagination. Nothing more. It's uploading now. I'm guessing it's going to be slower to send it because you're on, I guess, mobile. Press again. There you go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's badass.
That first one is as if like the pigeon was in Horizon Forbidden Dawn.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely crazy. And as you saw, it took like 15 seconds to generate.
Armored pigeon. There you go.
Yeah. And like I said, if you want, I can put on a t-shirt, you can buy it, put on a t-shirt, put on a mod. You can have it forever.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So like I said, Midjourney is just crazy. Like, did you see my horror story channel?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. All the thumbnails, Midjourney. Every single one. So, like, even though some of them look photo...
Kind of channels.
Say again?
Some of your normal channels the same as well, isn't it? Some of them
yeah,
are,
some of them are AI, yeah. So it's like, yeah. But all of them, even if they're photorealistic, it's all AI. It's all Midjourney. So I'm having fun with Midjourney as well because there is ways to use it well and there's ways to use it badly. So, but I am following some people on Twitter, for example. I think there's one guy called Chase who every day he says, "I use this command and this is how I make this style of image in Midjourney." That's some of the works he does is just amazing. So I even sent him I kind of like thank you tweet yesterday or the day before to say that the images you send out are amazing. I've learned a lot from you. So, but yeah, that's crazy, right? Like I said, if you have any ideas at all, just DM me and I'll send it back to you in that style.
Hungry, Torgal?
My brain is just ticking now for crazy animals.
Yeah. So what you're basically saying is just it's not just the animal, but it's something crazy about them. Wearing armor, wearing shades of the unicorn horn, whatever.
Well, can you imagine an octopus that's put a sword in each tentacle?
Okay.
That's crazy.
So I say octopus holding 8 swords.
I suppose so. Would it be like an octopus samurai with 8 swords? It'd be samurai armor. That'd be
Look at
crazy. That's just my brain. I can't help myself. It's just like going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, because you asked me before, isn't it? You said to me before about the that guy from Shenmue in,
Shenmue in
Cyberpunk,
yeah.
and you saw what it spat out.
That's crazy as well. That was amazing.
Okay, let's see. So you said samurai, octopus. Shall I say holding 8 swords or just holding a sword?
I don't know. Let's test it. See if it's smart enough to put a sword in each tentacle.
Okay.
Or do we have to actually say eight swords in each tentacle? Like, how specific do we have to be for it to work?
I don't know. I'll just say samurai octopus, and then let's see what it comes out with. But I think you do it a favor by being as specific as possible.
Yeah.
And as detailed as possible. So, but yeah, we'll see what it. We'll leave it to basically Midjourney's imagination. Is a phrase I never thought I would say about a computer program. That's the thing as well. Like I've asked, for example, these AI tools to optimize, say, the tags on my YouTube channel, and it literally lists them as that you should be using these tags. These are the ones that are missing, but then it will actually say like you're using these tags, remove them. They're no good for your channel. That's how like specific it is.
And it has. Have you seen an improvement in respective?
Yeah, the problem is that when you do updates for anything Google search related, it can take months for Google to notice. But given it was Google that told me, then yeah, I'll take Google's word for it. Okay, it didn't put any swords, but this image is badass. So let me send it to you. It's like you won't believe what I'm looking at right now. Let's see. Save. Okay, it's uploading to you now.
Did you hear?
If anyone ever looks at my DMs in my phone, they're like, "What are you on? What are you taking?" It's like, I got unicorn dragons, I got armored pigeons, and samurai
octopus. Yeah.
Lady.
Look at that.
That is ridiculous.
That's amazing, isn't it? It's so creative.
It's like that first one. It actually looks like a boss, arena.
Clive, you really have outdone
and
yourself.
Otto asked me to
the sort of, it's almost like a blood moon in the background, isn't it?
And to
Yeah, it's a very video game-esque image, definitely. That's a good tattoo, to be honest.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful designs. So that's why I said I could put them on t-shirts and mugs, and I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. So I can try and sell them. Because with Midjourney, they literally say, like, as long as you're on a paid tier, anything it spits out, you can sell. You're allowed to. If you are using it for free, then you're not allowed to. You have to give them credit or whatever.
Yeah, of course. But
the second you pay is the second you get the commercial license. And it's the same for most AI tools. Like, the second you pay... Like, for example, I use 11 Labs to generate the voices for the horror channel. Because I'm on the paid tier, I don't have to even credit 11 Labs for the voices. And I can just sell them. Which means I can monetize them for the videos, right, if I ever get monetization on that channel. My favorite video on that channel is actually my own it was my own idea. So I basically was just randomly thinking, what would it be like if you have a cowboy from the Old West who actually survived to old age? And then it gave me a story of an old cowboy sitting by a campfire, like, what's the word? Like,
How may I help you today, Clive?
reminiscing about
Time to
his
claim
life,
your
basically.
desserts?
It's my favorite
You
story
earned
on the
this.
channel.
Best of luck
But
out there,
let me see
Sid.
if I get you the link for that video. I don't know if you've seen it. Let's see. Ironically, it's also the most popular video on my channel. Oh, 34 views, yeah. But the thing is with these sort of horror stories, it's like technically they're all evergreen. Because like forever, any time in the future, you can watch them. And they will be relevant. They don't expire, basically. So that's what I was saying with that video. All AI. Voice AI, character AI, script AI, everything AI. The only thing that isn't AI is the background music. I just got free horror, copyright-free music background. Everything else is AI. Because I've even been speaking, like I said, to my dad about it. And like, the thing with the AI, like for example, let's say you have a disease or whatever, but that disease is really complicated and it has like 150 different symptoms. Like the AI will be able to diagnose all of the symptoms at the same time to determine what you have, basically. Whereas as a human being, you might focus on one thing only.
Yeah.
One or two things. But the AI or the computer systems, they'll probably be able to like diagnose 1,000 things at the same time. Like it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Let's say next time we have a pandemic, if AI is powerful enough by then to basically say, okay, these are all the parts of this disease. Please make a what's it called, a jab, a cure, whatever, and the AI just says, okay, try this. Because this bitch should practice.
That is already happened.
Yeah. Like I said,
it might have already happened, but they'll never say it, will they?
Yeah, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. Because the way I look at AI is, well, it's the way I look at human beings. Is that we, for example, as humans, are not a hive mind. People have great ideas, but they're not combined. Imagine if every single human could learn from every single other human. We would be, as a species, we would be absolutely unstoppable. And we would have no disease and everyone would be rich. So, basically, and that's what AI is attempting to do. It's attempting to combine all the knowledge of mankind into one. So, but that's why it's so dangerous as well.
So, what it be?
Because it's a case of, what will happen eventually. Because they're already talking about, robots or whatever. Like, what's going to happen when the AI just doesn't need human interaction anymore. Like, the AI won't even need humans to do the inputs anymore. So... And it would be like flipping the Matrix, because it's what, you remember Morpheus was talking about it like 20 years ago. He said we marveled at our own whatever because we gave birth to AI. So the Matrix predicted this was going to happen 20 years ago. So didn't think it would actually happen in our lifetime, but yeah, it did. And like I said, this is... Well, yeah. I said this is what AI is like now. What's it going to be like in the future? Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. Let's see. Sorry, I missed all these messages on TikTok. Let's see. Let's see. I have no idea what you're saying, dude. I don't know if you're on my TikTok, Balfour, but what the fuck is this guy on about? Are you reading it?
Let's have a look. Right, where am I? So I'm trying to find TikTok now.
Tabs open.
Where is it?
Let's see what Ed Joa has been typing. I don't know if you can read the history of what he's been typing.
I ended up throwing the first one. It broke the road a bit. The second one exploded in... What?
Exactly. I don't know what he's on about.
Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no,
Is it lyrics or something, or
no.
you making fun?
It looks. I think this might be an AI, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Might be a. I think it's a bot.
Ah, fair enough.
Because he's talking about vinegar in a water bottle, and then he's talking about seahorse hunting.
Okay.
There is no.
There's no logic to it, is there?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh well. But yeah. But like I said, so it is. I would say with AI, it is limited by your imagination. But if you type things wrongly into AI, it can just give you rubbish. I mean, it will give you exactly what you ask it to do. So that's the thing. So computers are still not that smart. They're still like ones and zeros. It's a case of you ask it to do this, it will give you a certain response. So it's not completely inspirational or creative.
But
yet.
But it's also only set to the parameters that it's programmed to as well.
Exactly.
So
but,
it's not completely open.
Eventually, though, it will be as creative or even more creative than a human being.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria.
The only difference will be, would there be emotion involved? Like, will that thing stir emotion in you? Because obviously it can't emote itself. It can probably imitate emotion.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be able to actually like create emotion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. But it could probably be programmed in. But it will be based on the emotion of the person who coded it. That's the thing. So, unless it's also the combination of like 300 people's emotions at once.
Yeah, which I suppose is that the chat GTP, I suppose, isn't it, to a point?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
like,
it's that collective information that just brings one solution or a resolution to something.
Yeah. Like, you can actually, with the ChatGPT, you can get it to write you any creative thing in any style. So, for example, it could say,
we just need to hug the coast.
Let's see. Load up ChatGPT. Write me a poem about London in the style of Edgar Allan Poe and limit it to 280 characters. Let's see what it comes out with. So it said, in London's misty shadowed streets where time and ghosts entwine, the past soft whisper softly beats in alleys hush divine. Beneath the clock, the heart beats chime, echoes oppose dark rhyme. A city old with secrets deep, where shadows and the raven keep. It was literally talking about Big Ben and the poem by Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven. Both the Raven. And it spat that out in less than a second. So it must be so hard for teachers to detect if someone's cheating on their homework. Oh, at the same time though, it's probably really obvious if someone can barely put a sentence together and then they submit Shakespeare for the homework, you know what I mean?
No.
It's
sort of like, yeah, this might be beyond what you know, just saying.
This is the smartest 6-year-old I've ever met.
Exactly. Because in the past, basically, because I used to work in a college, So they had like plagiarism detectors and stuff like that. So it would know, for example, if you just downloaded the stuff from Wikipedia. But you can type in on ChatGPT, write me an original story about insert topic here. So you can actually already say to the AI, tell me something which has not been written by anyone else. And Google Bard is even more up to date than ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is like it was last updated in September 2021 to keep up performance, but Google Bard is 100% live.
That's right.
So, for example, you could probably go onto Google Bard and type in, tell me everything that happened in the latest Blackpink concert that happened yesterday. I don't know if there was a Blackpink concert yesterday, but it will tell you in bullet points, like straight away what happened. So, or tell me all the... what I use Google Bard for actually every day is I say, tell me all the best hashtags for this topic, you know, because I do the gaming news every day, or for example, TikTok. And it's because it's scraping TikTok every day, it knows exactly what are the best hashtags for said topic. Or for Google, or for any platform, really. So I would say Google Bard is so powerful.
Stay posted then, because there's soon going to be a story out there about a purple dragon unicorn, an armored pigeon, and a samurai octopus. You walk into a bar.
Wait, shall I write that? Shall I ask it to write that? Make me a joke about a purple dragon with a unicorn horn hanging out with a pigeon that's wearing a suit of armor and a samurai octopus. I just asked for now. I just ask it to make me a joke. So it says, why did the purple dragon with a unicorn horn, the pigeon in armor, and the samurai octopus get kicked out of the seafood restaurant? So it says, the dragon ordered unicorn on the cob, the pigeon clanked too much, and the octopus kept trying to sushi roll everyone.
What the hell? Wow.
2 out of 10?
Wow.
Maybe too many.
2 out of 10, yeah.
Too many things to focus on, but yeah, it's spat down, like I said, in less than a second.
Well met.
And it's relevant to what I asked it to do.
That's it, exactly.
Still,
you know, definitely quicker than a human being to come up with that stuff.
Exactly, yeah. You can think, that could be your homework. It's like, you have a whole week to think about this topic, and it did it in less than a second.
Well, that's it. I suppose it would be good for like quick facts and stuff. If you need to kind of know, you know, like a meaning behind a book that you're reading or something, or even if it's a film you didn't understand, like ChatGPT, explain to me the ending of this movie, and it probably would.
Yeah.
The proprietor of the furniture.
So, for example, I'm a big fan of the movie Edge of Tomorrow. You know, the one with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. So I could say, summarize Edge of Tomorrow, because that came out before September 2021, right? Movie.
Yeah.
With Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt.
So that's based on a Japanese manga called Kill Die Repeat.
Yeah. 5.
And it was originally going to be called Kill Die Repeat, but they wanted it to be a separate thing, so Edge of Tomorrow it is.
Okay, number 1, alien invasion. Earth is under attack by an alien species called mimics. It's true. Deathloop. Major William Bill Cage, Tom Cruise, an untrained officer, dies in combat but finds himself in a time loop, reliving the same day every time he dies. Warrior ally. Cage teams up with warrior hero Rita Brataski, Emily Blunt, to improve his combat skills with each loop. That's true. Mimic secret. The duo discovers the alien's ability to reset time and predict human tactics driven by a central Omega being. Then the final battle, using their knowledge from previous loops, they locate and destroy the Omega, altering the course of the war in humanity's favor. So there you go. So it summarized the entire movie in 5 bullet points in 1 second. So, but that's because it came out before September 2021. So that's the limit. I would say that's the only limitation of ChatGPT right now. But they're already working on ChatGPT 5. So it's in development right now. So who knows what they have planned. I think... Sorry, carry on.
You'll be able to make you eggs. Be able to make you breakfast and dinner.
One thing that they have already teased for ChatGPT 5 is that you'll be able to synthesize voices in ChatGPT 5, realistic one, like 11 Labs, but in chat. So you'll probably be able to say, for example, give me the most popular Elvis song sung by the Spice Girls, and it will probably do it accurately. So, exactly.
I suppose that's also why all the actors and stuff are striking right now as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why everyone's on strike.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what's it called? Yeah, it's just crazy. It's absolutely nuts. So, and the thing is, though, as well, maybe 2 nights ago, I was doing some coding for my website, and I was completely stuck on, sometimes when you're doing programming, I was just logic myself out loud logic myself of how this will work. So I typed in the broken code that I had so far into ChatGPT. I said, I am trying to accomplish the following in this language in MySQL. Can you please fix this code and accomplish what I want to accomplish? It did it in half a second and it worked. And I was laughing like maniacally, a sort of like crazy laugh at like 2 in the morning. It's like, I should have asked this flipping ChatGPT like half an hour ago. I would have saved myself half an hour rather than out-logic myself, because this is the old way of programming for me. It's a case of I would try and fix it logically in my head, and then I'd be like, okay, now I can do the code. But I could just ask ChatGPT to do it for me and learn how it did it, and then that's it. I will never make that mistake ever again. So, like I said, it's crazy. So you can pretty much ask ChatGPT now to program in any programming language, and also to write things for you in any human language. I mean, within reason. I mean, I don't think it supports every language, but it does support a lot of them. So I could say, for example, teach me Spanish. And it will probably give me a very brief intro of how to do it. And then I could say in more detail, okay, give me more detail about this topic. Like, why does everyone want to keep going to a library when they learn Spanish? So, what is it about these libraries?
You don't want to know.
Like, why does, when Shakira rolls her R's, why does it drive me crazy? You could probably tell me why. So, Shakira. But yeah, like I said, so I am having so much fun with ChatGPT. It's just, and well, AI generally. It's just, and I'm always trying to learn more and more. But what you'll find that's kind of funny these days, there's a lot of tutorial videos about AI on YouTube made with AI. You can tell the person who made the video teaching about AI used AI to make it. So, but you see some of those videos get tens of thousands of views. So, said person is probably making a ton of money. And they probably put in 0 effort to make it. That's the thing. So, but I think eventually YouTube will come down hard on these things because, for example, at the end of this month, YouTube is making it that you can't click links anymore in short descriptions and pinned comments, or any comments on shorts, because people are using it to scam, basically. And that's all well and good, but the problem in my case is that I've got 1,200 shorts with links in the description and comments. Which means that I'm going to have to go through 1,200 shorts, or probably more by the end of the month, to fix it. I mean, one thing that they are adding, which is good, is that you'll be able to officially link shorts to actual videos on your channel.
You should have minded.
But again, I will have to do it 1300 times when the feature comes on.
ChatGPT not do that?
No, because it's something on what's it called?
YouTube itself.
It's something on YouTube itself. And the problem is, let's say if I use, for example, a macro or some sort of tool to do it, try and do it for me, try and automate the clicks, then a game like 14 will detect it that you're using a bot and ban you. Because you can use a tool like that to, you know, farm automatically in MMOs. So these MMOs have got built-in scanners to make sure that you don't use any of these tools.
Come on.
So, which makes sense. You know, they're just trying to protect their ecosystem. I don't blame any MMO for doing that. But yeah, it will be a pain in the ass. But one thing I did yesterday, there's something in ChatGPT 4 called Code Interpreter, where you can upload any file within reason, let's say Excel spreadsheets. And the example I had was the Excel spreadsheet had a list of domains from my website, and some of them were broken, some of them were missing. So I literally uploaded the file in Code Interpreter, and I said, okay, find all the links which are missing and fill them in with the following like situation or the following parameters, and it did it in like it did have to think for a few seconds, maybe like 30 seconds, but then it managed to get it done. And the way I think about it is like simply, if I did it manually, it would have taken me all day. And it did it in like 30 seconds. And it most likely did it more accurately than I would have done it even if I spent the whole day on it.
I mean, it makes sense if, you know, like you say, you know, it's your own company and you're the only one that works for it. So yeah, it makes sense. If you had like a team of 20 people, it's a different story. But again, why would you need 20 people?
Exactly. Because if anything as well, it's probably harder to get a developer job these days, because if the employers are smart, they know that you could just use ChatGPT to automate a lot of the work for you. So that's the thing.
I think most of the adverts on like Facebook and things like that, they're all AI, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nearly all of them. Like you got stupid little articles and stuff. That's not people doing that.
No. But you can. It's like, for example, the logic and stuff I was trying to do a couple of days ago on my website. That's probably a task I would have been given 2 or 3 days to do it in a previous job. But because ChatGPT did it in literally half a second, what it means is that if I was doing that as a developer job, like in my job as a developer, they would probably expect me to complete a task like that 10 times a day. And if you can't keep up, they'll probably say, okay, you're fired, you're too slow. Sorry. The pressure must be on for developers. And
can you imagine if you could have like games turn around in like a quarter of the time?
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe Bethesda should use it. They said, okay, there's performance issues for Starfield, can you fix them all before the game comes out? Because, for example, I actually typed into ChatGPT, I said, my website is slow, because Mithrie.com used to be slow. I said, tell me all the best ways for me to fix my website. And it gave me a list of 10 bullet points, but the 10 bullet points were actually relevant. It wasn't general, it was specific. So I went through them in probably half an hour. And by the time I got to point 7 on the list, basically my website now loads in less than like 0.2 of a second, regardless of where you are in the entire planet. Which is crazy. Like, if I paid a professional to do that, I would have paid hundreds. And he probably wouldn't even have done as good a job as I did, because I was told the information. So I don't need to, you know, sell the positives of AI. I think people understand already. But it's a case of, the point I'm always trying to make with it is it's limited only by your imagination, and there's always space to learn. So there might be things that you've not even imagined or learnt yet, which you could use it for. So to someone who doesn't know what they're doing, it's just a weird chat box, and sometimes it replies with funny stuff. But to someone who knows how to use it, you see how powerful it actually is. That's why the creator of ChatGPT went to Congress and said it has to be regulated because it's too flippin' powerful. And he was the one that did the company. I don't think, because usually it would just be a marketing ploy to say, oh, you know, the products I sell are too good. But in his case, I think he was genuinely concerned.
Yeah, he's just apologizing. Oh, Dad, sorry.
It's like, sorry, yeah, I made AI. Whoops. It's like the guy who invented the nuclear bomb. He said that I've destroyed the entire planet. I'm really sorry for doing this. I shouldn't have made this bomb.
The weekend, actually. I saw Oppenheimer last weekend.
Yeah. He was very apologetic for making the nuclear bomb, even though it was his invention. So I was just like, well, yeah, it's because you know, people will use it for nefarious deeds if they can. People always try and cut corners or scam people or whatever. So that's why I'm very cautious about everything I do as well.
Right then, let's get this back to Boots.
But I am trying to just enjoy my life, you know. So I love doing the gaming news every day. I love the amount of learning I'm doing. I love how Mithrie.com is looking. It looks really flipping good, because it used to just be a blank canvas. And now Mithrie.com looks really good. There's like, if you wanted a website that looked like Mithrie.com, how much do you think you'll be charged for it?
Yeah, lots. Yeah, definitely.
Lots and lots of money.
And again, it's not even the look. It's the actual, you know, the performance of the website as well. It's just
the utility of the website. And I do eventually want to add tools to it as well, which, like, common tools like age calculators, word counters, things that people commonly use, keyword checkers, like these are the best keywords to use for your website and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that people have a reason to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Side quest I didn't do. Whoopsie doopsie.
You go to the city. I think if you go there, you can. When you arrive there, you'll be able to teleport back out again.
Yeah.
I think, unless it's a block story.
In our Peninsula Park, Columbia. That's quite the Sigma chasm. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, for me, basically, like. Okay, I don't know if I can teleport out now. We're like sneaking into the city. Probably going to be red. Oh no, we can teleport out. Progress will be lost upon leaving the area. Shall I leave and do the side quest?
Go back. It won't make a difference. Yeah. It won't make a difference. I mean, it can't spoil the story for you anymore.
Yeah. And as long as I don't break the game.
Oh, you can't break the game. I did this a couple of times myself.
Oh, you did?
The first time I played it, actually, because obviously it just kind of pops up right at the last second.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to do all these side quests now. All I can.
How many abilities have you got left to get?
I don't know. I haven't checked in ages. I've got like 12,000 ability points. I haven't actually used them yet.
Wonderful.
But I'm going to assume 12,000 will not get me very far because, you know, some of the later abilities cost like 4,000 each.
Along the old Zemeckis Road.
Let me check now, actually, how many abilities I need.
You know, I maxed out my abilities around level 92.
Okay. Yeah, I'm only level 70. Got a long way to go.
Yeah, I've got that many to go, actually.
Shiva's done, Phoenix is done, Titan's done. I've got Ramu, Bahamut, and Odin.
Yeah, Yeah, you haven't got that many to go. I mean, Odin's the most expensive, I think.
Yeah.
I think one of his is like 5,000.
Yeah, I think it will take a while. Okay, and Ramu's nearly done as well. But now I'm out of ability points. So yeah, so one more of Ramu, then Bahamut, and then Odin. Done.
No, he doesn't get himself.
No, it won't take too long. But I don't. The
the,
abilities I'm using won't change.
The hunts, I think, especially the S rank hunts, you get so much. What it's called?
Might be blocked by Twitch.
I
That's
see
too
you've
bad.
been of some.
Yeah.
The old Zemeckis.
Now, I have been paying attention. I do see the headlines. So, for example, Kick signed UziTube, I think, yesterday for like 15 million or something for a year. So he could stream on Twitch for a year and he got 15 million for it, which would be nuts. So money is, at this point, for some people, money is becoming irrelevant. It's like it makes no difference whether people think he deserves it or doesn't deserve it or whatever. It's just a case of what can you do for yourself to try and maximize your income. Simple as that.
I mean, obviously they're willing to pay him that money. Obviously, they think his content's worth that money.
Sounds simple enough.
But the problem is he will never hit that height again. That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm sure his life has peaked at this point, but he was saying yesterday he doesn't really care because he can retire his parents. He will have enough money basically for the rest of his life. And I was like, well, yeah. And he said he can go into the streaming knowing that it's not for the money. I mean, technically it is for the money, but the money is guaranteed because he's going to be getting like $1 million a month for it. So he doesn't have to ask the audience, because that's the point I've been making for ages now, that I don't want to stream thinking that I need this many subs or this many tips or this many whatever from the viewers. I want to go into the stream just to play the game and get platinum trophies, you know what I mean? If people choose to tip or buy stuff from the store, whatever, you know, thank you, appreciate it, but it's not required whatsoever. And if there's 2 million people here or 0, it won't affect whether I keep working towards this platinum trophy or not, because this is what I want to do. So the content of the stream will still be the same. So that's the thing. I understand it from that point of view. Is it's nice when you're streaming to not be stressed and thinking about money. Like, can you pay your rent at the end of the month? Can you feed yourself? Can you whatever? Because one thing that I've also loved with my time that you just don't need, which is a bonus to have, is like, I don't need the fanciest camera. I don't need the fanciest mic. Like, I'm still using the Blue Yeti that was gifted to me a decade ago. It was the first gift I ever received on from my Amazon wishlist when I first started as a content creator, and I'm still using it until now.
I've been asked to
and it works well.
And it works well, yeah. I recently bought it a proper pop filter, and it's great, and it's still working. And that's the thing. So in 2 days, on the 13th of August, I would have been a content creator for a decade. For 10 years. I started 13th of August 2013. That's when I did my first upload on YouTube. So you want to believe 10 years I've been doing this. So long time. Very long time. But like, obviously a lot has happened in those 10 years. And I don't really regret anything from like where I am right now. Like my life is so much better now compared to then.
So we're gonna do a 24-hour subathon, yeah, for your 10 years. Okay, cool, done.
Yeah, because I know I don't need the money, and I also care about my health more. So I don't think I've never ever in all my time I've never done a subathon, like ever. And I don't think I ever will. I don't have the stamina for it. But I've never really understood the point of a subathon either. I think it's kind of strange. Personally, I don't get it, because it's sort of like because the chat don't owe me anything, you know what I mean? So it's sort of like, I'm providing you entertainment, therefore you should pay me. It's like, I don't think so. That logic or that thinking just doesn't work for me. So, because I think if you have that attitude, you get spoiled, basically. I don't want to get spoiled. I want to always be grateful for any support I get. So. Because I understand the pressure though, because there was a time when the streaming would pay my rent and stuff like that, and I was stressed out of my mind, like staying up until 5 in the morning waiting for the latest Twitch bounty so I could pay my bills. You know, my life was so much worse then. Thank God I've avoided that now, and hopefully never again. Simple as that. I mean. Well, what's your interpretation of subathons? From a viewer perspective?
I mean, so obviously, I've seen one person did it basically.
Joseph's thieves really look their stolen wares.
He would stream his normal hours. So, you know, like Matt RPD, he did one recently.
Yeah.
Where he basically just did his normal hours, and if at the end of his day the subathon was still going, he would still go the next day, basically. So it wasn't like 24 hours, but it lasted about 25 days, I think.
Yeah, that's not a traditional
no
thingy. That's just having an excuse to keep a timer on the screen. Like that to me personally, like no offense, I really like Matt RPD. That wasn't a subathon. That was just an excuse just to get money.
And then there was another one with Retro Gaijin in Japan, where he was actually awake, well not awake, but streaming for 24 hours, and I think it lasted about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Where he would basically sleep, have the camera on the chair, or it would film him sleeping, and then get up in the morning and carry on streaming for the day, and it lasted about 2.5. That was a proper subathon.
Yeah.
We've got something ridiculous like 2,500 subs in that 2.5 weeks, so ridiculous money for that month.
Yeah, no, I think the biggest one I've ever seen was Ludwig when he used to stream on Twitch, because his stream didn't end for like a month. So he would go to bed on the stream, but the stream itself would just not end, and he gained hundreds of thousands of subs or something in a month.
It must be exhausting.
Yeah. I guess you'd probably get used to it. I wouldn't ever do a sleeping stream because a certain fellow that's attached to my body has a mind of its own when I'm asleep. So, you know, I don't want people to be watching me when I sleep and see like a circus tent, you know what I mean? And that's completely involuntary. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. So...
Have you ever seen a film called Total Recall?
Yeah, I've seen that.
When you said you've got a little person in your body, I just suddenly thought about Total Recall.
But yeah, but like I said,
I was thinking about Little Mithrie.
Yeah, I wouldn't do I wouldn't do a sleeping stream for that reason, because well, if I did sleep, I just wouldn't be on camera, which at that point the stream might as well be off.
There's no point. Yeah, exactly.
So that's the thing. Because but I don't. The bit that I don't understand, I can never get around, is this idea of I'm providing you entertainment, therefore pay me. That is where things become, in my opinion, unacceptable. So, like, people can do what they do, and people's communities support them regardless of their choices, but I just don't buy into it. Simple as that. So, and like right now, for example, I am subbed to, I think, like 2 people on Twitch. So Go Carnage, and then Anthony Caliber, because, you know, like his speedruns of Last of Us. He's the one I probably sub to the most. And then I've got my Twitch Prime I give out to a random third person, and that's it. And I've got Twitch Turbo. So, whereas there were some streamers I used to know who would say like, oh, I'm sub to 115 people on Twitch. Just like, God, that's a lot of money.
people that drop like 100 subs and stuff. I think like, wow. Must be nice.
That's a lot of money to give away.
Yeah,
Hey Ian, you know. But the bit that makes me feel really bad is the fact that, let's say, for example, people are really generous, right? And they're giving away, they want to give subs, they want to support me, and blah, 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 blah. Like, I feel so bad knowing that Twitch takes half of the money. So it's sort of like, I appreciate your generosity. I do, but if you sub, know that Twitch is going to steal half the cash. So you're not paying me, you're not supporting me with $5, you're supporting me with $2, and you're giving Twitch all the rest. So that makes me feel even more guilty, because it's sort of like, I don't want your support to begin with, and then you're wasting the money. The money is not even going where you think it's going. So that's why I said that. So it's not a case of, I won't say to people don't sub, but I will say to people, like, just be aware of where the money is going, and what could you use the money for? $5 will buy you food for the day. I got a cold, so just relaxing. Fair enough. Hopefully it will pass soon. But yeah, like I said, I feel very so that makes me feel even more guilty. Or $7 in Canada, yeah. So, and it's not a ploy. I'm not gonna, for example, like reverse psychology. It's like, oh, I'm not worthy of your subs. Oh, thank you so much for giving me all your money. I don't deserve it. It's a case of like, no, if you give me 100 subs, I'll ban you. So, like, sorry, because I'm not going to be responsible for you wasting your money on stupid things. So, like, please keep your money. But for your own life, I don't need your money.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between a lot of streamers. It is a business side of things. It's like this is all I care about. It's the money. The game's in second.
Yeah.
Stuff to me, pay me.
Yeah. Now, I have a different attitude when it comes, for example, to my merch store, because at least if you buy something from the merch store, at least you're getting something out of it. You're getting a t-shirt, you're getting a mug, you're getting something. And even then, I don't make all the money. I only get probably less than a quarter of the money from the sale, but you will get something from it. Whereas if you, for example, subscribe on Twitch, half of the money will disappear and you'll get nothing for it. I can stream anywhere. Twitch doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. I can stream on YouTube, I can stream on Kick. So there's nothing unique about having a place to stream. So I'm not trying to insult Twitch or anything, but it's just a case of there are other options. So there's nothing unique about it. Like right now I'm streaming on TikTok and Twitter as well. So but like I said, the bit that gets to me the most is this idea of people wasting money, because I know what it's like to be so strapped for cash, or even worse than that, to be in monstrous debt if you've made bad choices with money. That's why I was so, let's say, empathetic towards the people in Squid Game, because you saw people in Squid Game, they chose people who had monstrous debt and they had no choices. I understand that feeling completely. Like, because there was a time in my life where I didn't know if I was going to make ends meet on a month-to-month basis, but I had that much debt. I think, like I said, at the worst time, my total debts was probably like 30-40k. I've told you why. I won't repeat on stream. But yeah, like, so thank God I escaped that. But it's a case of yeah. So I don't want to be part of the reason that has led to something like that for any of my viewers. I don't like the idea of that. Like, I'm here to support people. I'm here to make people happy. I'm not here to just entertain. I want to help you be a better human being. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, for example, I keep going on and on about the AI because I'm not trying to show off how like amazing it is. I'm basically, what I'm actually saying is how much time it will save you if you learn how to use it properly. It's like having a permanent assistant for $20 a month that will be able to do things that you can't even imagine. You know, and that will make your life better if you use it properly. So that's the reason I shared the information. So, like, I will never be the sort of person who's like, you know, oh, look at me, I'm the best person in the world using this this tool. Only I understand it, no one else does. That's stupid, and that's also a lie.
Plus, Octopus Samurai are amazing.
Yeah, Octopus Samurai is really good. I probably will use it. Probably put on a shirt after the stream. But yeah, and the good thing with the the shirt design and so on, they'll be there forever. So like, it's not a seasonal thing. So, but it's down to you, because in my case, for example, you know, call me a slob, call me a whatever. Like, sometimes I will wear the same clothes for decades. Like this. Well, I mean, this T-shirt is new. This is a Final Fantasy VII T-shirt. I think you told me to buy this. But then it's one of the newest shirts I have. All my other T-shirts are so old.
But they're really good quality. The Uniqlo ones are such good quality.
They are, yeah. It's one of the best T-shirts I have. So that's the thing, and that's why with the T-shirt designs on Teespring, I picked the most premium T-shirt, though it would last the longest. So if you get it, you can keep it forever. Yeah, I think this will be the last one because it's already 20 to 10 here.
The city's on fire.
I'll do this mission, do this boss, and then I'll be done.
The one with the bell tower.
But yeah, but that's just my opinion of things. It won't stop me doing what I do. Like, I'm really enjoying doing the gaming news every day. I'm glad to see it growing so much. I don't know if I told you before, my gaming news channel on YouTube hit 1 million views already.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
So, and it's growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. So that's the thing. And what I find funny about it is that the amount of comments I'm getting and the amount of views I'm getting, I don't even have 2,500 subs yet. And there are channels which have literally hundreds of thousands of subs and have less engagement than I get. So do the math, basically.
Yeah. But then your news is an open forum, isn't it? It's open for discussion.
Yeah.
That's what's so good about it. It's not like this is my opinion on this, tough shit. It's this is news. What do you think?
Yeah, that's why I ask questions literally every single story.
Yeah.
This is like, what's your opinion of this or that? Because, for example, one thing I was saying yesterday was how Nintendo are copywriting some of the mechanics from what's it called, Tears of the Kingdom. They've filed something like 32 patents, and my worry for that is that it will lead to it will stifle innovation, because people might have their own idea of that similar mechanic, and they won't be allowed to put it in their games without being worried about Nintendo suing them. And there were some people that said they said that might have been a result of Breath of the Wild, because after Breath of the Wild came out, a lot of clones came out. Like Genshin Impact is basically Breath of the Wild. But at the same time, it's sort of like, sure, if people think it's a good idea, it's a good idea. Like, it shouldn't mean... Like, someone having a good idea doesn't mean that it should be the ownership of the one person who came up with the idea forever.
It would mean that Final Fantasy would be the only turn-based combat game in existence.
Exactly. If everyone had that attitude. So I think it sets a dangerous precedent if they're too overly cautious about it.
That's Nintendo, though. That's Nintendo in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, because I've had one or two people on Twitter, for example, say ridiculous things about me, saying that, for example, if it involves PlayStation, I only have positive things to say. And I said, I only have positive things to say about everything. Like, simply, I'm of this firm belief, you know, this whole phrase of if you have nothing nice to say, it's better to say nothing at all.
They didn't
Like,
see your Last of Us 2 playthrough then, did they?
yeah. Like, yeah, throwing up with that Abby sex scene or whatever. But it's like I've been very clear about my stance towards all these companies. Like I've said very simply that, for example, the whole Microsoft versus PlayStation thing for the Activision deal. I don't think it's cool what PlayStation have been doing this whole time. They're trying to block this deal. I won't blame PlayStation for it. I'll blame the head of PlayStation. What's his face? Jim Ryan. I'll blame him 100%. For that, because he's the head of PlayStation and his face is all over the block of the deal. I don't think Phil Spencer would ever take such action against PlayStation if they were buying big companies. So, but it's the difference between when a game company is run by a gamer versus when it's run by a business person. I would say Jim Ryan is probably a very good business person. He probably knows how to make a lot of money for his company. That's his job. But he's not a gamer. It's obvious he's not a gamer. So, whereas Phil Spencer is a gamer. Because it was shown a few days ago that Phil Spencer was already playing Starfield with some friends. Like some people have Phil Spencer on friend list on Xbox, and they saw what game he was playing. And they were like, "Oh, you're playing Starfield already? So jealous." So you don't hear stories like that from many head of studios. So this idea that I only support PlayStation is absolutely ridiculous. But I don't even respond to it. When people say that, I just block them. I said, it's wrong, but I'm not going to spend even a speck of energy justifying how wrong you are, because it's a waste of time, a waste of energy to even do that. Because I call people who get into the drama stuff and try and start shit and whatever, and make up lies or whatever, I call them time burglars. As I don't have time for time burglars, I'm sorry. I'm busy. That's why we have the instant ban policy in the stream. Because we're preventing time burglars.
And assholes.
Yeah. Well, it's not for me, because some people could say that I'm an asshole. But it's a case of like, yeah, I just don't care. I'm not, you're not my mother. I couldn't care less what you think. It's just like, it doesn't make any difference to me. Call me an asshole. I've been called worse.
But if you don't like it, don't have to watch it.
Exactly.
Go watch something else. Don't sit here and make it sour. You know?
Yeah. And it's a case of, like I said, I don't have to justify my stance. I'm a fully grown man. I'm capable of making my own decisions. Like, and I will take responsibility for them as well. Like, I do not go into this thinking that, oh, I have to get everyone to like me. I have to get on with everybody. Like forget that. Because if I live through other people's wishes and desires, I'm going to be single, broke, and miserable for the rest of my life. Probably very unhealthy and so on and so on. Just on this basis of trying to do what other people have told me to do. Like I said, no, I'll make up my own mind, thanks.
Yeah.
It's down to each, how each person decides to do things. So my stance towards things is like, if I don't vibe with someone, I don't agree with what someone does, I just block them. I don't start drama. I don't do anything. Don't attack anyone. So I will defend myself. So, for example, there was one time on Twitter where someone was calling me literally a thief, saying that I stole money from the 14 community and all this other stuff. In that case, I went on and on and on him for hours till he got bored and then he got banned from mobile platforms because I said you're just making up lies and so on. These days I would just block it, but it's a case of I only did that because one, I was bored, and two, he was personally attacking me. He was trying to convince people that I was a thief. when I have not stolen like money in my life, sort of thing. The only time I think I stole money, it was when I swiped money from my mum's purse when I was like 12. So
Bad, very bad, Mithrie.
I know. Slap on this, but I did admit to my mother that yeah, I took the money. Sorry. Like, because at the time, obviously, at 12, I didn't have my own money. I didn't understand the concept of it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, at this point, I still don't understand the concept of money. So,
have money to understand the concept of money.
Exactly. I've never had money, like not in my life. Don't need it. But, you know, they say money is the root of all evil. It's like, fine, as long as you can pay your bills, don't need it otherwise. And as long as people are not knocking on your door demanding money from you.
Well, you know, you appreciate when you do have money. You appreciate it. You know, it means something. If money is like never-ending stream, then it's like, well, it doesn't mean anything to you. You can buy whatever you like. Yeah, it's meaningless.
Because one thing I was saying before is that, let's say, for example, what I do works really well. I end up with millions of subs on YouTube, and I start making tons of money, my store goes really well, whatever. Like, I'm still going to be spending £40 a week on groceries. So, even if I have millions...
It's going to be £40 on gold-plated truffles, but it's still £40.
Yeah. It's like, like simply nothing's going to really change for me, even if I have money, because I've never had money. So, and I won't ever be swayed with that regard. So if someone said to me, give up all your principles and we'll pay you millions of dollars, no. It's like, what's the point in having principles if they're for sale?
Exactly that, yeah, just don't take it.
But it depends on how each person looks at it, because, you know, I think everyone does have a price in some regard. But, like, for example, if someone said, okay, look, if you give up all your principles for a week, we will, like, house 1,000 homeless people in your name. We'll give you no money, but you basically, for the next week, next month, you're going to be a drug-dealing, like, slut. To, like, feed 1,000 homeless people, I would do that.
Yeah.
So, hell yeah. Sign me up. let's hope I never get such an offer. This is like, I don't think that it would be beneficial to anyone to make me such an offer. It's like, how the hell did that happen?
I'll get you some cream. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that you're nice and you know, moisturised.
Yeah.
Not store any places.
Yeah. Because I did say as well that, you know, if I did become rich, like I will. My goal is to shelter the homeless. That would be the purpose of my life, basically. Because I've interacted with one too many homeless people. Like, no one should be sleeping rough. And I'll basically say that if I have the power, no one, at least in the UK, I can't say the world, I will never have that level of power. But I can say, for example, no one in Croydon will be homeless on my watch. So,
a friend of mine started her own company called Showerbox a couple of years ago, and it's putting up little showers around central London. And this year she got an MBE just for starting a charity. So that's amazing in itself.
Yeah.
It's just a portal cabin with a couple of showers in. You know, it's nothing, but it's something to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, I just don't like the idea of anyone sleeping rough, because it's the last time I interacted with a homeless guy. I said to him, look, I'm helping you right now, because if the situation was reversed, you were the guy in the fancy suit and I was a homeless guy in need of help, I would want you to help me. Simple as that. So if you have a chance to pay it forward, please do. So, and that's why, you know, I've said that if I ever become really successful, like you know, Mr. Beast level successful, then yeah, there won't be any homeless people within like 100 meters of where I am any one time. It will not happen. So, and I love the idea of that as well, is that just from the way I think could improve people's lives. Because the good thing about it as well is that it's therefore infinite. It gives you an infinite reason to work hard and to do what you want to do with your life. So, because I think when it comes to YouTube or whatever, you see a lot of people hit a creative peak or a creative rut, and they don't know what to do anymore, or, you know, they don't know, like, if it's worth it, blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, because your priorities are wrong. Your priority is only yourself and your satisfaction.
Yeah, Mr. Beast is the very embodiment of that, isn't it, really? Like, most of his videos are not, they have got the fun ones, but then the other side of it is, I'm helping people today, like the one where he gave a load of people glasses, and things like that, you know, it's just like, well, yeah, that means something. About, I've got too much money to count, so I might as well give people that don't have it.
Yeah, like, in theory, his bank account might as well just say infinity.
Yeah.
So, like, so it's a case of what's he gonna do with his life?
Yeah, he's a philanthropist now, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
Like, deep down, businessman, philanthropist. He's basically Tony Stark at the Iron Man suit.
Yeah. But he's got a certain level of enthusiasm towards what he does as well. But it's a point I've said as well, is that if you have your priorities in the right place, you will always have a reason to do what, you know, to keep working hard. Like, there are a lot of days, for example, where I'm working until after midnight, you know, like till 2 in the morning. When I was working in an actual job, which I didn't like, for example, like, the second it would be 5 p.m., I would leave. Oh, welcome back, Mum. We're still on voice chat if you want to join us. We're talking about the purpose of what? Yeah, so anyway, so what I was saying before, that's fine. What I was saying before is that, you know, there are a lot of nights where I'm working until like 1, 2 in the morning. So
that's it. If you find purpose and enthusiasm for what you're doing, you want to do it all the time. It's the same for like gaming, isn't it? Like, sometimes a game you think, I've got to keep playing this, it's like 10 or 12 hours, I'm not going to stop. Same for TV if you're watching something. I love this so much, I cannot stop watching it. I have to watch all 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's a way of life, it's not a job.
Exactly that, yeah. It's a vocation. There's the difference between a job and a vocation. You know?
Yeah.
A job is just getting the money. Hello.
Hey, Mum.
The vocation is like, that's your life.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm tired.
I was going to say, I hope you're not eating the dog food, because you said you got munching.
Oh, no.
You didn't get dog food for you, did you? Just want to make sure.
No, I'm eating strawberries because it's my time to eat. Because I've been fasting, I was on intermittent fasting, like the last 3 days. So,
how's
I mean,
that working out?
I've been doing this for a while. So now I don't eat until about 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And then I have a window until about 7, and then I stop. But
so it's once a day, basically.
Yeah, but I learned the reason why I went back to it is because I got sick Mithrie already knows it. I got sick a few days ago. I ate a pizza really late, because I was like, man, I'm starving. So I ate a pizza, and I got sick from it, so I was like, oh, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Your metabolism just kind of went, no thank you.
Yeah, my stomach, I knew right away because it wasn't digesting, it was sitting. And I was like, it's not digesting, I don't feel good, and yeah. So
just stop eating dog food. I think that's probably the best thing.
Yeah, I'm not eating dog food. No, the dogs have their food, I have mine. No. I'm not that desperate yet.
What's your favourite pizza topping? I like dog food on my pizza, so I think it's lovely.
Yeah, I like dog food on it. Yeah. My favorite.
With pineapple.
I have,
Pineapple and dog food.
yeah, no, I no pineapple on pizza. No. I like pepperoni. I like they call it vegetarian with just vegetables on it. I like those. I like a meat lovers, which just has like the sausage and the pepperoni and all that on there, just the meat. And those are the only ones I like. I won't eat like pineapple on it or nothing like that.
I'm not Mithrie, I can't have cheese, so I have cheeseless pizzas, and it's great. Really nice. Cheeseless pizzas are fine. Everyone will knock cheeseless pizzas, but until you've tried it, don't knock it. They're amazing, and it's a lot more healthy as well.
Yeah, well, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind that because I'm slightly lactose intolerant, but I can eat cheese. It's weird. If I have too much milk, if I have regular milk, no, I'm sick. But I can eat cheese. I can eat ice cream to a minimum.
Yeah.
And like sour cream and any kind of cream to a minimum. I can eat yogurt with no problem. Stuff like that, but regular milk, no.
Yeah. The dog food's okay, no worries, I know that now, so I know what to get you.
Dog food, man. Stop it. My puppies need it.
Oh, okay. It's just got the brand new.
Well, these camera angles are just
They
nuts.
suck.
Yeah. The big monsters are not helpful, are they?
Yeah, they suck bad.
Devil May Cry is no different though, is it really? When it comes to this, so it's the same guys that did Devil May Cry 5, so it's a very similar kind of game style.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't remember having these sort of camera issues when I played Devil May Cry 5.
You didn't.
They don't have big monsters like this, do they? I mean, not like close quarters. It's all cinematic camera angles. So.
But then again, I don't think any of the mods were as big in Devil May Cry 5 either. You know, here you have like dragons and behemoths and whatever else.
Yeah, I think the only big one is that troll near the beginning when you go in the cathedral. I think that's the only big one.
Yeah.
But you're in a massive area, not a little tight little courtyard like this one.
Yeah.
Well. Bollocks.
And I hate when they.
Dang it. It's like, let's just do the half-hour fight again.
Yay, have fun.
Yay.
I know that sucks.
Well, to be fair, it was like 2 minutes, but so.
Still feels like half an hour.
Yeah.
Especially with those darn camera angles, and then they run you into the corner and the camera goes like up in the sky.
Yeah.
Have you got dodge? Have you got the dodge one of the evasive timing?
Yeah, I've got the timely evasion. It tells you when to dodge, and I still died anyway. Because I was dodging myself. I shouldn't have done that. I just let the game do the thinking for me.
Let it, yeah, that, let it go.
I do love this game though. I did enjoy it.
I love the what do you call it, fighting style. I just love it.
Yeah. Again, I still think I prefer 7 Remake. Just in general. I mean, obviously it means more story-wise, but even the turn-based with the real time, such a great mix. Such a great mix.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't overhaul it too much for you though. Because if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I'll wait for that.
Yeah. I reckon it's going to be March, isn't it? It's going to be March, I think.
Yeah, they usually do it in quarters. So if it is, it's usually like it'll probably be the first quarter of the next. I have a feeling March.
Yeah, March 8th. Was it early April, wasn't it? Remake. I think it was like April 10th or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That must be something for me. Does that look like a unicorn dragon to you?
Actually, sure.
No, because he has 2 horns, not 1.
I think it has something in store for us.
Get ready.
If you have 1, then yeah, then he would miss it.
Too slow.
Nailed it.
Go first. About time, eh?
He actually let the game do it instead of trying to do it himself.
Got no hands.
Like, just go with it. Well. But yeah, so that's what I was saying before about Baldur's Gate 3. I'm curious. I just don't think I'll ever find the time because it's a massive game. It's the same reason I never played Pathfinder. It's because it's just too big.
But it is fully co-op though, isn't it, as well though?
Yeah. And what was it? Divine Original Sin or whatever it's called. That's the same
Divinity.
style of game.
Yeah.
Because someone actually bought me that game on Steam, and I still never played it.
Wow.
I've got loads of games that I've bought I haven't played yet. This is stupid. I get so excited when they get released and then I just don't get to it.
Yeah, I think I had, I don't know if I still have, a copy of Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch.
What, the Nintendo version? Yeah, it's such a great little game, that one.
Oh yeah, I played through that. I loved it.
And I think it's still sealed. My cupboard.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's such great escapism. It's just fun. If you ever want like to stream a game that doesn't really involve a lot of kind of taxiness, it's just fun, chill. Just play that.
You know, I finished it before I finished on the Game Boy. Well,
I
on
never had it on the
emulator.
Game Boy. Yeah, I did. I never had it.
I said the issue I had was I finished the entire game and then the game crashes in the last cutscene. And you see the flying whale. I was just like, great.
Yeah, I loved it. I actually recorded my playthrough. I loved it.
I hope they do like all the other kind of early ones in that style. I'd love to see Link to the Past. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Ocarina.
I've never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Yeah. But it's like I said, there's simply too many games to play. It's ridiculous.
Bring to the Switch. I love Twilight Princess because I love the darkness of it.
Yeah, no, that was the first Zelda I ever played. So I wasn't a massive fan of Zelda before.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's one of my favorites about Ocarina.
Too slow.
Such a massive HP sponge, this boss. Oh, Spiral, what, the hunt?
Oh, yeah.
The level,
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I went against them, that one took forever. And then the second time when I went against them, it didn't take that long.
It's like level 92, I think, on hard.
Yeah, it was 92 on hard, and I was just like, oh crap, you know, I think I was like 80 something. I'm like, oh crap, he's just gonna kill me. Nope, I got him down pretty quick.
Yeah. Once you know how to beat him, he's, you know, it's like anything in this game. Once you've got the I suppose, the strategy down to beat anything very, very quickly.
Yep. Yep.
Because I just today I defeated this Atlas Hunt guy. He was level 88 and I was 68.
Yep.
So it took a very long time, but I got it done.
Nice.
Yeah, it's weird because if you've got decent defense, but you've got the most up-to-date sword, generally you'll be okay. It's just down to obviously the powers that you've chosen.
Yeah.
If you're good with those timings, just stick with them and you'll never go wrong. I think I had the same powers pretty much for like half of my first playthrough, and then my entire hard playthrough just never changed. It was just easy that way.
Is this the only boss in this area, or is there more?
I know you've got the actual icon fight at the end of this.
Oh yeah.
You've got Bahamut.
Vomit.
How long does that take?
About 7 hours.
Yeah.
So I should leave Bahamut to the next stream, right? 'Cause I'm hungry.
That's up to you, but it's, at least the section's done then. It's not difficult. You just don't have to worry about Bahamut.
My concern is it's already 10 PM and I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, okay.
You've got to eat.
Gotta eat dinner, so I'll do it next time. We just finish this fight.
If it lets you save it, obviously.
Yeah.
Unless it goes straight into the cutscene. I can't remember. It's been a few weeks.
It's been a hot minute, yeah.
I think that's a GG. Yeah, GG.
Yay.
What first?
Diamond Dust is so overpowered in this game.
I know.
But I've got 1,000,000 gil. Jeez. Well, I might have to do the Bahamut fight.
Yep.
There's cutscene.
You're right. You're right about there. There's cutscenes.
My bad.
Oh no, there is. I'm still controlling my character.
good.
I can save and leave.
Good.
What do we do now then?
I think. Unless there's another cinematic cutscene.
I know you've got a bit more fighting to do.
Okay, I can
He's need
refill my.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
because you can
Goat's
talk
Toe.
to that big lump.
Yeah, go.
Right on,
Go.
here you go.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
else you need?
Is there anything I should buy from him in terms of weapons?
I don't think you can upgrade anything, can you, at the moment?
How else I can
I
do
mean,
for
there's.
you?
Yeah, he can do upgrades. He does the.
It's just whether it's worth it. I don't think there's anything more powerful than what you've got.
Anything else I can make for you?
Really? All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't upgrade unless it's something more powerful.
Yeah. Well, let me save. Yeah, I think that's enough for one day. I've been going for whatever length of the stream is.
3:24.
Cool.
3 hours 24.
Okay, that's enough for one day, chat. So, we'll see when the next stream is. But yeah, Buffy, if you have any more crazy ideas, let me know, and I'll put on a t-shirt or something. Alrighty. I'm gonna end this to them. So, thanks, guys. And I will see you next time. Can't promise it'll be tomorrow, but I'll try. Bye.
Take
Bye,
care, guys.
everyone.
Oh.